What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to another match day here on Anfield Agenda. The Champions League is back and the Reds are over in Paris for a tasty last 16 tie against Luis Enrique's Paris Saint-Germain. We're waiting for the team news to be confirmed, but what we can tell you as of right now is Diogo Jota starts. We will go through actually we've got the team just into me this second. It is Alisson, Trent, Canade, Van Dijk, Robbo, Maka, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Salah, Jota, Diaz. That is the starting 11 just being confirmed. There we go. So we'll talk about that, of course. We'll go through everything else around tonight's game. Any comments you guys have you want me to go through, as always, throw them into the chat and I'll do my best to get there. And with it being a match day, we're proudly brought to you with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. A quick reminder that you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our code Anfield20. Right, are we good? So, there was one comment that caught my eye in the chat while I was getting ready in the background here. And it was, where's the comment gone from this gentleman? Where was it? Can't see you stopping Dembele. That kind of made me laugh out loud a little bit, Steve. You do realise we have a certain gentleman called Mohamed Salah, right? Who I think they should be more concerned about stopping. I always find this funny when people think Liverpool should be scared of anything. We shouldn't. We should be respectful, always be respectful, but, you know, we're a pretty good team ourselves, so it's up to us to figure out a way to get the result tonight. It's going to be a difficult task, no denying that. PSG are in great form. We'd seen Arsenal last night get a great result in the Champions League, same with Aston Villa against Bruges. Now it's over to us to see what we can do. And they've had a week's rest, said Samuel. Do you know what, though? That kind of always makes me nervous. We don't usually do well after having a lot of time off. All the warm weather training camps and stuff we go through, we never come back from them and play well. So I'm hoping that that week off was just a little bit of rest, enough for everybody to be fresh for tonight. And we'll get stuck into it. Right, let's have a quick look here as the news is coming through to us. Just looking at the bench. No Gakpo. So he didn't make the matchday squad. The bench tonight for the Reds: Yaros, Kelleher, Endo, Nunes, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Costas, McConnell, Kwanzaa and Neoni. That is your Liverpool bench tonight. So as you can see, the confirmed team news on your screen: Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Canade and Virgil are your centre backs. The midfield trio that you would expect: Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai, with Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota. So what are we saying? Give me your predictions in the chat. Of course, we'd love you to drop a like on the stream as well if you haven't done so early doors. I'm buzzing. It feels ages since we've got to enjoy some Champions League footy, so bring it on. You know, it's definitely a difficult last 16 tie. We probably wouldn't have expected after winning the league format or finishing top of it to come up against PSG in the round of 16, but hey ho, that's where we are. I've got to say, for me, a score draw tonight and I'd be happy enough. Anything above a score draw and I'd be delighted. If we do lose tonight, you want it to be by the bare minimum. So it's just about staying in the tie really and making sure come the second leg at Anfield in 6 days time that we're in a decent position. I don't really know what to expect though. It's interesting. It's one of these games where I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm anxious, I'm upbeat, I'm everything. I'm every emotion. But that's what the Champions League does, right? Because it matters. Connor said one of the few games a prediction poll might be worth doing. Yeah, spot on. Normally it's straightforward, right? We do it and we all go, yay, Liverpool, 98%. But this is an interesting tie. I don't know if people feel it adds a bit more pressure or a bit less pressure, but last night seeing Villa and Arsenal get very good away wins in Europe, and in Arsenal's case certainly booked their place in the last 8, and Villa you would imagine wouldn't be too far away. It's an interesting one for us. I vote win no matter what, said Gumi. Love it mate, there you go. No PSG team posted just yet, by the way, for those asking. So we will bring it to you as and when we can. We have a list as well of players who are facing a possible suspension if they pick up a yellow card. Connor and Mark, very on the money. Both of them sent it to me earlier on. So today, ladies and gentlemen, Ibrahim Konate, Andy Robertson, Alexis McAllister and Harvey Elliott will all be suspended for the next leg if they pick up a yellow card. So keep that in mind. The yellow cards I don't think wipe off till after the quarter-final, if my memory's right. Yeah, Buzzing and nervous, I think, is the way I'm feeling right now. Can't wait, though. We've an hour and 10 minutes to go till kick-off. And then Champions League football is back for, well, 2025. Watching from India, it's 1 a.m, said Rain. That's dedication, my man. And great to have you in. I've seen a couple of Indian viewers in the chat talking about how late it is that they're up. That's why we love to talk about overseas fans and the support, man. 1 a.m. in India, 2 a.m. in India. You guys up watching. Much love from us to you guys as always. I've got something in my eye here. It's blurring my eyesight. Must be the bright light of the Champions League. Stu said, looking well, Craig. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, I honestly, this is great. It feels like an eternity since we've played. I know it's only a week, but you know, we've been spoiled lately. 2 games a week for the longest time. So we've got this game tonight, Southampton at home on Saturday, PSG at home on Tuesday, and then of course we've got a little matter of the League Cup final coming up on Sunday the 16th. A cup final, by the way, that Lewis Hall and Anthony Gordon will not be taking part in for Newcastle. Harry said, thoughts on the next World Cup having a halftime show? I don't know. I seen the news earlier on, Harry, and I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not against it by any stretch of the imagination. You know, I enjoy the Super Bowl halftime show. I just wonder, will it affect or impact the players if they have a longer halftime, keeping warm and stuff like that as well. You know, when you throw in a halftime show, usually you have to extend the halftime period by a few minutes. You know, normally 15 minutes in football. Probably going to have to extend that by at least 5. So yeah, let's wait and see what it looks like. I think Coldplay are organising it from what I've seen anyway. Doesn't mean that they're performing. All I've seen is the words Coldplay are going to organise. I'm sure if they're organising it, they'll take a part in it. But there you go. Joshua said, I'm expecting a battering tonight. PSG will get beaten 3-0. You guys got to remember, Brest isn't that good. Look, I don't know what to expect. You know, it's a difficult one to gauge because, you know, they've been in a great run of form. We went through the other night when we were doing our prediction and showed you that it was win for PSG in the recent games. But you do have to take it with a pinch of salt and take into account the level of opposition. Holly, thank you. Loads of people keep asking me about the hoodie, and I wish it was one of my designs, but it isn't. It was something I bought a couple of years ago from Threads for Reds. But if you do want to treat yourself to that's the wrong one, but we'll talk about this as well. Why not? Come and see us. Anfield Agenda, end of season live at the Hot Water Comedy Club. You can get your tickets in the link to the description of this or any of our recent streams. And also, as we mentioned as well, the Anfield Agenda shop is now officially a thing. So treat yourself to a no new land, no party, a Where's the Money John or an Anfield Agenda mug. Right, who's the PSG manager? Luis Enrique, former Barcelona player. Right, now we have the PSG team, I believe. So we will get that to you in 1 second. Inter have gone 2-0 up now against Feyenoord. Thank you for the updates. I was watching that game, well, the first 20-25 minutes of it, and I have to say I felt it was a very low quality, very low paced game with lots of defensive mistakes from the few bits and pieces that I'd watched of it. I watched right up until Thuram got the first goal, and then I had to switch off and come on. Watching John Barnes here holding up the West Germany 1990 shirt as I think one of his favourites, and he's damn right, it's a brilliant shirt, that one. Jordan, how are you, my man? Thank you for being with us as a member for 9 months, bro. So, gonna miss the first half tonight. Expect to get back to be 3-0 up. Come on, you Reds. I hope so, man. That'll be amazing. I mean, I'm not that optimistic, but I take it. Mark Bell, always a pleasure, sir. 15 months with us as a member as well. Thank you. Said, love your streams, Craig. Watch nearly every night. That means a lot, Mark. And sure, I always see it in the chat, my man. I know you're a great supporter of the channel and the community, my friend. So thank you. Paul, always lovely to see you in as well, my man. Need to get this Joe Neves comment on the wall. That's what I was thinking. Exactly the same, Paul. And for those of you who don't know what we're on about, Joe Neves basically said something along the lines of, Liverpool have some really quality players, but we're a better team. I disagree with that. I would dare say our friend Paul disagrees with that as well. So let's wait and see what happens over the course of the 2 legs. Right, here we go. I can take you through the PSG team now. It is Donnarumma, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, Nuno Mendes, João Neves, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Gavisha Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele and Bradley Barcola. that is the PSG lineup. So let me know your thoughts on that one. Obviously, it was very interesting to see DiMarzio's comments today that at the end of the last summer window, Liverpool had apparently put in a €100 million bid for Khvicha Kvaratskhelia with the idea of keeping him on loan at Napoli for a season. And I did a video about this earlier on, and it's really interesting because why else would you buy or want to buy Kvaratskhelia? Send him on loan for a season. I could only guess that it was because Liverpool expected to lose Mohamed Salah. And this is what makes me worry, because if that is true, what DiMarzio said, and Liverpool did indeed make a bid for Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, which would have had him coming to the club at the end of this season, it makes you feel that Liverpool didn't want to keep Mohamed Salah. That's how I interpret it, but I'd be interested to know what you guys think about that one. I can't find any other logical reason why you'd want to buy somebody, loan him for another year before bringing him in. It kind of makes my mind up about what I think's been happening on these contract negotiations. Like I've always said, I felt that they'd be cheaping out. Maybe it could have been Diaz. Like I did mention that in the video. You could have been thinking about maybe him for the left side with Diaz as well. But I don't know, that 1 year thing just makes me feel like, I don't know, it was Salah. I can't get away from that one. But let's wait and see. We know he went to Paris Saint-Germain eventually anyway, so we won't be seeing him in a Liverpool shirt. But all these little things are just signs to me of perhaps how unserious Liverpool may have been in some of these negotiations with Virgil, with Mo, with Trent, with Ibu, and of course Lucho. 2-year anniversary of the 7-0. There you go. There you go. That was such a that was such a great night or day for many reasons. Namely because I got to take back the number 7. You know, this channel kind of got known after that 7-2 clip against Villa, and that was a great night to be able to take back the 7-0 and the number 7 when we beat United. So shout out to Lee Gunner as well. I appreciated his little monologue at the start of his match reaction last night where he mentioned the 7-7-7. Still makes me smile to this day. Not the result, of course. That 7-2 was horrendous. Who is their danger players? I mean, the obvious one's going to be Ousmane Dembele, right? But when I look at that team, I worry about Fabian Ruiz in midfield because he's a very tidy footballer. You know, Marquinhos can be dangerous enough from set pieces as well. But Dembele is the one. Dembele and Barcola would be the two names, if you ask most people, that they would throw at you. And then, of course, Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. You've got to say it's an impressive front three that Paris Saint-Germain have assembled there. Ousmane Dembele probably having the season of his life at the minute. But if you're going to win a Champions League, you've got to beat whoever's in your way. And Paris Saint-Germain are the team currently standing in Liverpool's way. So let's wait and see. I'm expecting them to start quick and really try to come at us, get the crowd behind them. And it's up to our boys to handle the occasion. Our fullbacks need to be sharp tonight. Yes, they do. But so do theirs, you know. It's not like Jota, Salah and Lucho are any slouches either. And of course, we've got that midfield trio that are getting to know each other better and better as each week goes by and putting in great performances. So yeah, there's lots to be nervous about. But if I was a neutral, I'd be watching this game and it'd be a very intriguing one. But I'm not a neutral, so I'm a bag of nerves as a Liverpool fan. Craig, have I ever been in Thailand at the World Disability Championships where I won the silver medal? Oh, Craig, sorry, missed you while I've been in Thailand at the World Disability Championships where I won the silver medal. Losing in the final. Proud of you, David. Proud of you, my man. I know how much that meant to you to get over there. And runner-up is absolutely brilliant, my man. I know you probably would have went there, David, wanting to win. But we're proud of you and thank you. And yes, we'll have a catch-up soon, my man. But all of us really proud of you. For people who don't know, it was the World Disability Snooker Championships and David was over there. And as always, doing himself and his family very proud. Proud of you, my man. Nessie, always be yourself, Craig. Love the content. You'll never walk alone. Thank you, Nessie. Always been such a great supporter of the channel, my friend. Appreciate you and thank you for being a member with us for an incredible 18 months. Dave, I don't want to play snooker with you, by the way, because I used to think I was all right at snooker, mate. You know, highest break I think is about 38 or 40, but I'm not playing you, bro. Not if you're making world finals and all. No way. You're not going to hustle me out of any money on a snooker table. That's impressive, though, mate. Well done. Would you believe? Now, I know this is going to sound like I'm setting up a comedy bit or something here, but I'm not, genuinely. Would you believe my wife has entered into a tournament? Now, if I said a tournament here, you're probably thinking, what, Craig? You know, gym work or running or fitness, and she's entered into weightlifting championships. I'm not even joking. My missus, weightlifting championships. There you go. I mean, she's been carrying me for the last 25 years, so I guess she's used to it. What would you say to Cunha as a striker? I wouldn't be against it, Emil. I like the idea of Cunha, Sesko, Isak, those three gents, any of those, and I'd be more than happy. But, you know, there has been some interesting bits and pieces of news today. I mean, just before we went live, Connor had sent me something about Liverpool being aware of the release clause in Angelo Stiller's contract, which is €36.5 million. So that's one thing that's been out there today. We also covered the news around Kirkes in the video earlier on. Fabrizio Romano and a few others saying that Liverpool will be very much looking to try to get Milos Kirkes in the summer. Let's wait and see what happens there as well. But look, these are names that I think if they end up coming to Liverpool, I don't see too many of us being displeased with the type of names that have been linked. But we also know that sometimes we get linked to players and then the one that we actually sign comes from a very different direction. Really good piece today from Ben Boxak, who was talking about the fit for Hugo Ekitike to Liverpool and why he thinks the €80 million that Frankfurt are asking for would end up being good value. Shout out to him, as always, and the lads at Anfield Watch for the work that they do. Cal, appreciate you, my man. Cal said, hey, Craig, appreciate you, dude. You're the man. No, I'm a man, but, you know, I'm just a normal dude. Have you seen much of the Matteo Retegui at Atalanta? Looks like a potential centre-forward solution for less than Isak. I remember seeing bits and pieces, but I'd be a liar, mate, if I said that I knew too much about him. I am intrigued, though, by that piece from Anfield Watch, or Ben Boxak in particular, about Hugo Ekitike, because he's a name that lots of people in the chat keep mentioning. They signed him for, like, I think €16 million from Paris Saint-Germain. Last time I checked, he had 12 goals for Frankfurt this season, and they're looking for €80 million. Marcus, my girlfriend bought me a Liverpool PSG match for my birthday. Any tips when visiting Liverpool for the first time? It depends what you want to do. I mean, there's loads to do in Liverpool. You're definitely going to have some great food options. Liverpool's a great city for a bit of food. Obviously, lots to do if you've got a bit of time in the city. I think the Museum of Liverpool is brilliant, personally. I always try and visit when we go over. Anything else? I mean, if you're into the Beatles, obviously there's the Beatles stuff as well. But I would say get there early, enjoy the day, have a potter around outside Anfield, treat yourself to, I don't know, something from one of the stalls, and just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. That's a brilliant, brilliant trip. So fair play to the girlfriend. Let us know how you get on, Marcus, and hopefully you see the Reds progressing through. Liz, always a pleasure. Happy match day to you as well, my friend. Much love. Liz, the mother of the Anfield Agenda community. And Kamal, Craig, heard your story. Truly inspired. Keep going. Thank you, buddy. Do you know what? That was the short version. If I ever sit down someday on a podcast or something, it would probably take me the guts of half an hour to really give you the proper insights into my journey. But as I said, it's one for another day maybe. But I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Do you think Cody could have started over Jota? Well, no, he's injured. No Cody Gakpo today at all in the squad. The manager said that he felt something when he blocked a shot in training the other day. He said it was going to be touch and go whether he'd be available for tonight, and he isn't in the squad. So let's wait and see if Arne thinks he'd be ready maybe for the game against Southampton. Oh, this is so nice. Thank you. Thank you, my man. I actually love you, man. I really appreciate you. I've been blown away by the kind words recently, guys. Thank you. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. Right. What to say? Right. Actually, I want to show you something from our sponsors, which I love the name of more than anything. But you know, I always give you a pitch here about Manscaped and their products. Well, what better product for any man out there than the Beard and Balls bundle? Yes, you did hear me right. The Beard and Balls bundle, featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra and the Beard Hedger. Why not bundle them both together there with the Beard and Balls bundle? Save yourself 20% and get free shipping with our code Anfield20. Use that at checkout or scan the QR code in the corner. The Beard and Balls bundle. There you go, lads. You know what to ask for the birthday now from the missus. Ferret said, huge respect to you, Craig, for pronouncing the Georgian Maradona's name. Still struggling to say it. Oh, it took me ages. You know, there was one day, myself and my wife sat here and we were learning to pronounce Soboslai, Dominic Soboslai. But Kavisha Kvaratskhelia, I think they're all going to sound pretty straightforward once we've learned the pronunciation properly of Georgi Mamadashvili. That was a tongue-tire one as well. Potential candidate for broccoli eating contest if you win the treble. Oh, now stop now. There's no broccoli eating contest. There's be one man trying to not gag and vomit at eating one piece of broccoli. There you go. But I tell you what, I'll make you a promise, right? So we know the live show's on sale, as you can see. If Liverpool make it to a Champions League final, I'll do some live eating on stage, because the Anfield Agenda live show is 4 days before the Champions League final, 3 days after the final game of the season. So, you know, if we're on for that, you never know. I might get me some broccoli on stage and eat it, as long as there's a bucket around. Danny said, ticket and hotel for the 28th of the 5th. Come on, Liverpool. So, this is how dumb I am, Danny. I didn't even realise that was the date of our live show. So I'm sitting there going, oh, Danny's gone over to Liverpool the 28th. Isn't that lovely? And then I was like, that rings a bell, Craig. Is that not your live show? And it is. We get another ticket update tonight, by the way. So I'll be able to let you guys know what we're looking at availability-wise. But I can't wait. I'm buzzing to get over again and catch up with everyone. I always love our shows in Liverpool. Michael Manning, please hit the like button, you legends. That's a beautiful way to use your 19-month membership post, my man, and thank you. Is Rodrigo still a possible replacement for Salah? I don't know is the honest answer. I don't know. I don't want to think about a Salah replacement because I want the deals to be done. But I tell you what, lads, I'm getting more and more nervous as the weeks go by. Especially when you start to see the likes of Ibrahim Konate being linked to a Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid. You do wonder, like, what's taken all of us so long to get these deals done. I say all of us. What's taken Hughes this long? Not Toira. How are you, my man? I love you guys. 4-0 win incoming. I mean, that's a very optimistic prediction. Not Toira. I mean, I take a narrow win or a score draw at this moment in time away from home. But I love the optimism. Almost booked the 26th. Oh, Danny, I've done that. I do that all the time when I'm coming home from holidays booking a car park. I always end up missing what I need to book by a day and underbooking, and then end up having to pay more money when I come back because I'm an idiot. So yeah, I would laugh at you about it, mate, but I've been there myself. How's Harvey doing? He's really good, Irfan. I love that you always ask, my man. Thank you. He's really good. He's about to go out for a walk in a few minutes now, and yeah, he's good. He's good. Good evening from the Falkland Islands. Hope you're okay. I am very good, thank you, Ryan. Yes. Nervous about tonight, but optimistic as well. But good. I'm glad that you're tuning in. I appreciate you. Did I hear what Fowler said about the contracts? I did, but I can tell you 100%, Nathan, that it was just a hypothesis and there's no truth to it. The players themselves have already come out and said that they haven't signed the contract. So I would have loved what Robbie said to have been true. I mean, it would have been brilliant. But unfortunately, mate, it isn't. It isn't a factual thing. It was just an opinion. Elliot said, United fan here. Recently had membership gifted. Feel a bit of an imposter, but tuned into your streams for ages. Keep up the good work, Craig. All the best. Elliot, you're not an imposter, mate. We welcome in everybody on the channel. All we ask is that people are respectful of each other and we'll all get along just fine. But everyone is welcome, my man. And thank you for your kind super chat and, of course, for being here with us. Paul, how are we? Paul Jawad, excuse my pronunciations there, Paul. Hey, Craig. Tala has just said to me, is that you, man? Have a picture with me and Danielle come to see you. Can you please say hello to her? Tala? Who's Tala? That's confused me. Am I reading this like Lala? I don't know. I'm very confused by this, Paul. But you know, I'm always there for you and the missus, mate. We always say hello, and I want to look at that X6 when I get over. You know, it's the closest I'm ever going to be, Paul, to driving an X6, so I can sit in the passenger seat of yours for a minute. Did you say, is that Layla, is it? Layla? Excuse me. Layla, if I misread that. Layla, young lady, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry. I'm getting old and the old eyesight's not great. So apologies. But Layla, my apologies to you and Paul, of course, as well. And yes, we'll absolutely be getting a photo and to say hello. Emil said, but when you say you want him to extend, do you mean that he still should be a starter next season? If we're talking about Mo and Virgil, then 100% yes. I have no doubts in my mind that Mo and Virgil have at least 2 years left at the very top in them. Trent, look, there's no rational reason for me to sit here and say I want Trent to go, because I don't. I want him to stay because he's coming into his prime. He's a Liverpool bred lad and I want him to stay at the club. But the reason I keep talking about Mo and Virgil more is because I think that they're within the club's grasp, but we don't know what Trent wants. So, but yeah, 100% still to be starters next season. Cheers, Craig. She's grinning her head off now. Well, I owe Layla an apology, Paul. I very much do. I didn't read the name correctly, and that's on me. And I hate knowing I did that when it's a young lady watching. So, Layla, my apologies. You'll learn when you meet me, Layla. I am an idiot. Paul will tell you that. Craig, what do you think about Mo? Dirty thoughts? Jokes. Look, Mo deserves the deal, you know. I just don't understand why we would put a contract in front of him that is less than he's currently on. Who the hell would sign that when you're having statistically one of the best seasons, if not the best season of your career? You're not going to start signing deals for less money than you're currently on, are you? So, yeah, let's wait and see. I'm just very frustrated by the contract situation. I've said it for a long time, and I can't speak for everybody else, but it definitely does impact my enjoyment of the season that we're having, you know. We shouldn't have any reasons to be looking over our shoulder or feel nervous when you're on to win the Prem, you're in a cup final, and as we sit here now, we're still in the Champions League. But that big elephant in the room is a concern. What channel will I find the game on? Well, I'm watching it on one of the TNT Sports. TNT Sports 1 for me is what I'm watching it on. Do you think we have the best midfield this season? Look, it's not for me to say if it's the best midfield in the world or whatever, because I don't watch enough of other teams to really give you a fair answer. But what I could say to you is, that's the midfield three for me, and I wouldn't be changing any of them. I want support players in to rotate in and whatnot, but I mean, I wouldn't replace any of the three lads that we have in midfield right now. I think they're all top-notch players that I'm extremely happy as a Liverpool fan to have at the club. David Coughlin said, mark my words, Craig, Robbo is scoring today. Good. I don't really mind who scores, mate, but if Liverpool can put the ball in the back of the net somehow tonight, I will very much take that. What would you say to Barcelona versus Liverpool? Scary game. I'd much rather play Barcelona than Real Madrid. I think Liverpool have the potential to rip Barcelona apart. But the only chance we might get to play them this season would be the final. So in a final, you never know. You never know. But we have a lot of work to go through before we start thinking about the Barcelonas of this world. We know that Villa are looking good for the quarterfinals. So if we get past Paris Saint-Germain, it's a first leg at Anfield and a second leg at most likely Villa Park. And then, of course, you've got the Madrid derby still to be settled in the second leg, 2-1 to Real after the first. And the winner of that will play Arsenal in the other quarter-final on this side of the draw. So lots of footy still to be played, but it's exciting times. Do you know what's really funny, though? Arsenal fans are rightly happy with their win last night. Why wouldn't they be? I wouldn't be a Grudjani fan celebrating a 7-1 away win in Europe. But you've seen on the news and stuff then, everybody trying to make out like, oh, they'll carry this into a title charge. No, they won't. They won't. Let's see how they get on at Old Trafford on Sunday. And then we'll start talking again. Because beating PSV 7-1 was brilliant. And, you know, but PSV are shy. I know we lost to them, you know, but they're terrible. And they're way, way, way too open. And if we had have needed a win in that game, we'd have got it. So, if I was Arsenal fans, I'd be just looking for my manager to focus on the Champions League and look ahead to one of the Madrid teams. Right, also, a quick reminder, I don't know if you guys know, but we do have an Anfield Agenda Clips channel, which is flying along, just gone past 43,000 subscribers. So if you get a chance, do search and check out Anfield Agenda Clips. Right, let's check back through. Let me go through the teams again for you, just in case you missed earlier on. There we go. Right, I'll run through both the sides for you now. I hate when it does that. There we go. Right, so the PSG team, Donnarumma, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, Mendes, then a midfield of Neves, Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz, Kavisha Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele and Bradley Barcola up top. For Liverpool, it is Alisson Becker in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, your centre-back pairing, Virgil Canade, there you go, he's a great lad, that Virgil Canade, Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Canade. In midfield, Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai. Up top, Diogo Jota through the centre, Mohamed Salah on the right and Lucho on the left. The Liverpool bench tonight, Yaros, Kelleher, Endo, Nunez, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Costas, McConnell, Kwanzaa and Nioni. No Cody Gakpo in the squad, and of course young Nalo is suspended for this one. In case you're wondering why he isn't maybe on the bench, he's suspended after the red card that he picked up. Big Liverpool fan, but I see you lose here. Do you, Grant? I don't get the defeatist mentality of some people. I will never. The only time I ever came close to predicting losses is when we go away to Man City in their pomp, when they're at their best in the league. But I don't know, Paris don't scare me. They just don't. I'm not saying I'm not respectful of them, but they don't scare me. I love the passion. Also, coach, of my LFC save. Thank you. I'll take that. I hope I'm doing a good job. Somebody sent me a screenshot one day of my name in Football Manager. As in Liverpool... what was it? I was Liverpool fan something or another in the game. Liverpool fan... I don't know what the wording was, but it was freaky. What's the point in Chiesa if he doesn't get minutes? I can't answer that question for you, my friend. You know, that's an Arne Slot question. But I know where you're coming from. You know, it doesn't feel like he's an Arne Slot type signing, does it? It doesn't feel like the manager really wants him. Our record away in France, by the way, isn't great. I think it's something like 3 losses, 5 draws, something like that in our last 8 games away from home. Your hoodie is fire. What colours do you have? Well, we don't sell this one, if that's what you're talking about. This isn't an Anfield Agenda hoodie. This was bought on a company called Threads for Reds. I bought it a few years ago. But on our one, I think most colours, to be fair. If you're talking about these hoodies, we've got most colours: red, white, black, grey. Just have a look yourself. And if you're a member, you get 10% discount on any Anfield Agenda merch. Just look at the membership tab of the YouTube channel for that code. Mike said I missed the super chat. Did I? I did, Mike. Sorry, bro. My apologies. Here we go. We've conquered all of Europe. We have. And hopefully we continue to. Obviously, Paris City were good memories for us. But, well, good and bad memories. But let's wait and see what happens tonight, Mike. Could a keep, sell, loan video be coming out soon about our current players? I'm sure I'll do something in the summer, yeah, as we get closer. Do you know what? Expect a predictions video every week now, though, for the Premier League fixtures of the weekend. So I'm going to record the preview tomorrow for the game against Southampton. So that'll be coming out tomorrow. But I'll do a Premier League prediction video as well every week now. Most likely come out every Friday. And I'll go through and predict what I think will be the results of all the Premier League games. So if you get a chance, do check it out. Stevie Boy, how are you, bro? Said, I believe that Edwards is negotiating the contracts instead of Hughes. I don't know, but whoever's negotiating them, Stevie Boy, is failing miserably at this moment in time. I think you'll agree with me on that one. Return leg on Prime next week, said Finty Tin. Yeah, for me that'll be on Premier Sport here in Ireland. Whenever the Prime games are on, they show them because it's a different copyright for the UK and Ireland. So on this one, that'll be a Premier Sport game for me. But appreciate you, mate. Right, what have we got? We've got just under 40 minutes, excuse me, to go till kickoff. So this is the point where I always ask you guys to help us out to get to 1,000 likes before we kick off. If you do have a second, drop a like on the stream. I think Slot is keeping all the contracts till after the season finishes. That's just stupid. And there's no way that's possible, because then they're out of contract and you can't even bring them into train. So the idea of sorting out contract when the season's ended is absolutely dumb. Contracts will end on the 30th of June. And there's no way you're leaving it that late. It would be the height of stupidity to start negotiating that late. So, no, that won't be the case. I love that people are still trying to think optimistically about these things, but let's be honest about it. The club have had long enough to figure it out and haven't done one of them yet. So we'll see the plan emerge eventually, but I don't know how you can maybe sell not renewing the three lads to the fans, or one of them even. I think there's going to be some frustrations and there's going to be some raised eyebrows. The only way I see PSG doing us if Robbo and Trent have a flop. Overall, I'm not worried. It's hard to get a read for me, Benjamin, on what to expect with them. You know, they've had great results recently, but against, well, poorer opposition. But one thing is, they'll be confident coming into this game. How am I feeling today? Good. Thank you. Yeah, good. Nervous. Always nervous when, you know, you've got a big European game, but excited as well. Sea Prince said, Craig, do you think it's a good decision to sign Kirkes? Robbo has the experience and has played a major role. Yeah, I see Robbo staying, though. For me, it would be sell Costas, buy Kirkes, and keep Andy Robertson around as well. And then you've got the best of both worlds. You've got that experience that you've spoken about, and a young, hungry, exciting prospect who, like a young Andy Robertson, has tremendous work rate and engine. So, yeah, I think that'll be fine. Roger said, would you take any PSG player into your starting 11? Good question, Roger, and thank you, mate, for being a member with us as well for 9 months. Let me have a quick look through. I'd probably take Dembele over Jota, if I'm being really honest with you. But not too many after that. You could argue Kavicha Kvaratskhelia, but over maybe Diaz, certainly not over Salah. But yeah, I mean, I think both of us can be happy with our attacking options. I'm still intrigued as to why Liverpool offered to buy Kvaratskhelia last summer, but loan him out for a year. That stinks to me. I don't know if everybody else feels the same way about that, but as soon as I heard that, it stunk to high hell that Liverpool are trying to get rid of Salah. What do you think of our new kits? It'd be nice to see them properly, but the mock-ups I've seen of them for next season. All three of them look really nice. I'll certainly be buying the green and the red one anyway. Where are you going to put Dembele if Salah's there? Same place they're putting him, through the middle. Like I just said, Dembele for Jota. So, yeah, that's what I do. Because it looks like they might play him centrally, so that's where I'd put him then. What else have we got? Who's your favourite player from the Rafael Benitez era? Gerrard. Simple. If Gerrard's in the squad or around at any time, the answer is Gerrard. What's your score prediction? 1-1 or 2-2 is my best guess at this one tonight. But yeah, 1-1, 2-2, something like that. Do you think we could operate under a false 9? Yeah, depending on the work rate. Look, it depends what Arne wants. Do we want a Firmino type player who will open up space, sacrifice himself for the good of the team? Or do we want a talisman? I guess we're going to find that out in the summertime. Maybe there's a way we can have both. In one player, I mean. Corbin said, heard the prize money for the Club World Cup is £1 billion. Absolute joke. The whole proposed tournament is grimy. All of it stinks, mate, to me. Stinks. I'll tell you what it is, though. Like, this is FIFA wanting money. Nothing else. Because UEFA have all the glamour. If you think about it. They've got the biggest leagues in Europe. They've got the Champions League. They've got the European Championships for the national teams. And FIFA, being as greedy as they are, want some money for themselves. So they've shoehorned in this mess of a tournament to an end of a season calendar. And it just all, again, asks, does anyone give a damn about player welfare? Carl, great to see you're still top of the Irish Guide predictions table from week 1. Liverpool win 3-1 today. Keep up the good work. Yeah, look, it was a fluke, Carl. You know, my FPL score will show you that was a lucky week. But, you know, if I'm still there at the end of the season, then Michael's gone bald. In Dublin, St. Patrick's weekend for my birthday, said Ryan. Well, firstly, I'm going to say to you, be careful, mate. And I say this as somebody born and raised in Dublin. Be careful. You know, Dublin has... Dublin's a bit dodgy at the minute. I can't say it any other way, mate. Be careful up there. Genuinely. I hope you have a great time. I hope you brought plenty of money with you, because it's going to be expensive. But yeah, be careful, my man. It's there's been way too many things that I don't like to see happening in Dublin recently. We need more police presence on the street. Probably the same as a lot of major capitals, in all honesty. But appreciate you coming over, and I hope you have a good trip. But be careful. Anfield Agenda fan, sorry to hear about your parents, Craig. It happened to me when I was 4 years old. Look, as I've said, I'll open up fully on that whole my journey at some point in the future. That was kind of a very quick version of everything, but it would take me probably half an hour to explain it properly and give you full context to it. But look, it is what it is. These things happen in life, and you roll with the punches. Craig, a win at the Parc de France would seal the deal, because the atmosphere in the second leg at Anfield will blow PSG away. Yeah, it's going to be different, or difficult, though. Like, PSG are no mugs. So, you know, we're going to have to be on our A game to take something back to Anfield. And you would hope after the week's rest, or at least a week between games, that Liverpool have a chance to really work on tactics and keep the lads fresh for it. And I want to see us start quickly. Nick said, really want to see Chiesa. Why not try him as centre forward? I don't know what to say about Chiesa anymore, other than I'm the same as you all. Very confused at what's going on. Very confused as to why we bought him if he's not getting minutes. Yeah. Oh, There's a talk now that maybe Newcastle are going to be missing Sven Botman as well. Newcastle are preparing to be without Sven Botman for the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool. So that would be Sven Botman out, Anthony Gordon out, Hall out. My God, Newcastle fans must feel like they're cursed at this point. That's crazy. Daniel said, "Hey Craig, your video about how Anfield Agenda changed your life is a gem. Massive thanks for sharing and huge respect to you." Thank you. I didn't even know that clip was going out. I'm going to be honest with you here, right, and tell you exactly how this day unfolded. So I came onto a live stream and I start getting loads of messages from very kind people like yourself about that video. And I didn't even know the video was up, because that whole segment came from a stream that we did over 2 weeks ago, I think. And Connor, being the very kind-hearted guy that he is, said to me that he held it back because he knew there'd be a time where I was struggling. And I was struggling over the last few days. And he knew that that video would give people an insight into what makes me me. And all I will say to you guys is, I never ask people to share anything. But please do share that link as far and wide as you can, because it's not because I want to make money. It's not because I want the channel to grow. I just want people to get an insight into why it's important to keep going. You know, I didn't know this was in my future. I didn't know this was around the corner for us on this channel. I didn't know it would change my life. But if I didn't keep going, I wouldn't have got this chance. So, yeah, if you can, share it around. It's what makes me me. That's all I can say to you. It's what turned me into the guy I am. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's just it is my journey on this weird little planet of ours. Maybe Slot and his staff don't fancy Salah. Could be the system. Slot has come out and said 100% he wants Salah to stay. Again, I get all the... How do I say it? I understand people trying to piece it all together. And I'm not saying my way is right and your way is wrong, or vice versa. Truth is, it's a very confusing time around the contract situation for all of us fans. Whether you're somebody who thinks Salah should or shouldn't stay, whether you're somebody that thinks Virgil should or shouldn't stay, it all feels very up in the air. So, if, let's say, Arne didn't want him, just for a minute, I find it very difficult to believe that we would be able to make wholesale changes, which is what would be needed if these contracts aren't renewed, in the summer, and still be really challenging next season. You know, because you're talking there 6, 7, 8 changes, and that's a lot in one window, especially when you're talking about the spine of a team there with Virgil and Mohamed and Alisson. I'm worried for the game. Can we get the PSG lineup? It's on your screen, my man. You know, both of our lineups will be on the screen always for you. They rotate between them, but of course I'll happily call it back out to you. 1 second, my friend. So the PSG lineup is Donnarumma in goal. Then it's a back four of Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho and Nuno Mendes. In midfield, João Neves, Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz. And then up top, Kavicha Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele and Bradley Barcola. That is the Paris Saint-Germain starting 11. Do you still think Salah signs? So the word I'm going to use is hope. Hope. Yeah, man, that's all I can say to you is hope. Because I don't know. I'm not privy to these inside conversations. But as a fan, I can't see a reason not to sign him back. Same with Virgil. And I think if he isn't signed up, well, best of luck explaining that to the fan base is all I'd say. Because that would be a very difficult press conference to try to justify why you don't want to keep a potential Ballon d'Or winner this season and the best centre-back in Europe as an example. Yeah, best of luck explaining that one to the fans. Right, ladies and gents, a few bits and pieces. I mentioned this earlier on, but I want to let you know about it again. My favourite named bundle in the Manscaped family is the Beard and Balls bundle. So why not check out said bundle and treat yourself to 20% off and free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com. The Beard and Balls bundle includes the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra and the Beard Hedger. Check them out and you can thank me later. Your balls will certainly thank you later. And thank you, of course, to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Shay Gregory, thank you, mate, for your super chat. Appreciate you, Shay. And Shay has said, if we can sign anyone, who would it be? Who would it? Probably Jamal Musiala would be at the top of my list. Florian Wirtz would be another name quite high up on my list. Kirkes, I'm all in on as well. Him or Hato I'd be absolutely sound about. But you know, they'd be the type of names I'd be thinking about if I had a blank checkbook and anybody was possible. You know, Lamine Yamal, of course, as well. But I mean, yeah, there's trying to be optimistic, and then there's been crazy, and you know, talking about Yamal and stuff just feels same as maybe talking about Haaland. It's just things that, you know, you're never going to see. The Beard and Balls bundle keeping you as smooth as Craig. Well, I do use Manscaped products. Don't need the Beard Hedger kit for me because I can't grow a beard, unfortunately. But the Lawnmower 5.0 I do use on a regular basis. But the one that I probably use most is the Weed Whacker, which is part of this kit, the performance package. Yeah, the Weed Whacker, which is the ear and nose hair trimmer. That's the one that I use the most without any shadow of a doubt. And the boxer shorts as well are genuinely incredible. Like Manscaped, those boxer shorts are probably my favourite pairs of boxer shorts. Why can't you grow a beard? I mean, genetics maybe? I don't know, bro. I just can't. I can grow a moustache and a little bit down here, but nothing really here and here. So, yeah, people always said to me, you know, get a hair transplant. And I would, but just not on the head because I don't need it. But on the face, I'd love to get a beard transplant. I can't afford it, but I'd love it. So, yeah, I've said it for years, man. I have a full head of hair, but my wife hates me with hair. But I wish I could grow a beard. Genuinely wish I could, and I can't. Even in school, you know, when you're going through secondary school and all your mates are coming in with sideburns and all this kind of stuff, never been able to grow them. My son will probably grow a beard before me. There you go. But, yeah. I'd love a beard transplant, definitely. Craig, do you think the club wants to let VVD and Salah go? So, I don't know, but I would say it wouldn't be out of the realms of what I would expect from Michael Edwards, knowing his past about contracts to players in their mid-30s. So, you know, I don't know the answer to it, but I fear that the club have been kind of backed into a corner with how well Mo has played this season, and it's made it a very, very difficult situation for them to potentially explain away. Like, let me paint you a picture. Let's say we don't extend Mo. And let's say Mo wins the Ballon d'Or next year. How do you explain that one? That you didn't sign back up a guy who went and won a Ballon d'Or and wanted to stay at the club and had just had a statistically amazing season. I don't know how you sell that to a fan base. I don't. But I'm also, as I've said all the way through, I'm also finding it very difficult to believe that we are really negotiating with them, because you've got lads that want to stay. So what we're supposed to believe as fans is the club want Virgil to stay, the club want Mo to stay, the club want Trent to stay, the club want Canade to stay, but we can't agree a deal with any of them for various different reasons. And we've had 9 months negotiating it. Now, how am I supposed to sit here as a fan and feel like they've really given it their best and they really want them to stay? I can't. That's why I keep calling out the journalists, because they can ask these questions They can ask Richard Hughes why the thing that was priority number 1 for him on his to-do list hasn't been done 9 months later. But they haven't. And then you got to ask why. Why have the journalists who don't like being called out, but I don't care, why aren't they doing their job? And say, hey Richard, we all wrote about it when you came in to say these contracts were top of your to-do list, priority numero uno, and here we are, 9 months later, and not one of the goddamn things have been signed. But nobody's calling them out. Nobody's saying it's a failure. All we keep getting told is Liverpool are hopeful, Liverpool are optimistic, Liverpool are negotiating. People aren't idiots. So please stop treating us like idiots. Do your damn jobs or admit that you're pussies. It's that simple for me, and I don't care how many of them get upset with me. Or how many of them, like Dominic King, want to run on to X and try to say, you can't say this without going unchallenged. Dom, I don't give a fuck. Because you're all cowards. Not doing your job. Sitting there like you're important people. Serious people looking down your nose at the rest of us. When you haven't got the nuts to do your job. And if you think I'm wrong about that, well, prove me wrong. Because I tell you what, it's not just me that thinks it. And there's a reason why people have turned to fan content in their droves, because they feel like they at least can connect with fan content creators. They can at least see sincerity in their fan content creators. And although we don't have the platforms to directly ask these questions, what we can do is try to hold the journalists to account for not doing their jobs. So, you know, I'd be really interested to know your take on that as Liverpool fans. What do you think about the lack of questioning of why it's 9 months and nothing's happened? And that everything's supposed to be great. We're not idiots. We're not idiots. So rather than jump on X like crying little kids to talk about, you can't say that about my industry. You fuck you and your industry. Do your job or disappear. Simple. Don't like it, be better. Like I've kept saying. I don't care. All of these journalists, all of them, I don't care. Because they know deep down I'm right. They know deep down that they're cowards. They know deep down that they're not asking the right questions. And they want respect. You don't get it, you earn it. Now go earn that respect or go find a new job. You know, that's my take on it. And I really don't care who that upsets. Because I'm not saying it just to get at journalists. I'm saying it because it's how I feel. And it's how many, many, many Liverpool fans feel. Anyway, I digress. We do have a game tonight. Nathan said, the press conferences are so cringe. They ask a lot of the most stupid questions every week. I know. Now look, we also have to be aware that there are things they aren't allowed to ask in person. You know, I'm not wet behind the ears. I understand that. But that's why you have your written platforms, your newspapers, your publications to pose these difficult questions. Wes said, it's frustrating at times that the contract situations distract from a historical season. Yeah, it is. But look, it's still great that we're having a great season. You know, let's be honest about that. As much as I'm frustrated about all the other stuff, I'm so happy and proud of the manager and the players for the work that they're doing. And the coaching staff, of course, as well. Jamie, how are you, my man? Jamie said, is there a world the three players don't sign the deal? I hope not. Jamie, I hope not. So, I can see a world that Trent doesn't stay. I can see a world where he does, but I can see a world where Trent doesn't stay. I think you can let one of the three go and probably get away with it. But for me, the one that would see Liverpool fans lose their shit is the captain. How do you not extend the captain? The captain who was potentially leading the team to unprecedented success, or at the very least, some success. Playing really well, playing every week. I don't know how you try to sell that. Because you can talk about Salah and maybe overperforming and you know, losing a spring in his step or anything else. But Virgil doesn't need pace. He relies on his reading of the game and his match intelligence. So there's no way you can, in any way, justify moving on the best centre-back in the world who's also your club captain. Satian said, the one we cannot afford to let go is our captain, Virgil van Dijk, the best centre-back in the world and has at least 2 more seasons. I agree, sir. I agree. And I would say what's also really pivotal about keeping Virgil for the next couple of seasons is that would allow you to then bring through whoever the successor is, whether that's Huijsen, whether it's somebody else that the club have on mind. We spoke about the guy from Bruges earlier on, Oderon, I think his name was. 1 second, I'll just get my notes open. Yeah, so Joel Ordonez is of interest to Liverpool according to Lewis Steele of Club Bruges. But this allows you the time for your Kwanzas, your young Huijsens or whoever to develop, and Virgil to still be there to help them on that transition. So yeah, I agree with what our friend there said. The one to me that is the most important of the 3 is Virgil, but that's not to say Mohamed Salah's isn't very, very important as well. Mark said, it annoys me that the contracts is the easiest question to rivals for keep asking to get under our skin. But to be fair, Mark, it annoys me regardless of whether opposition fans ask the question or not. It annoys me because I don't understand the game plan here. It annoys me because I want Liverpool to win the Premier League title and I want to be able to feel like we're going to go next year and try to defend that Premier League title. And to do that, I think we need to have the spine of the team intact with, of course, some new fresh faces. So, ladies and gents, we are just over 200 likes away from hitting 1,000. We've just under 15 minutes to go. So, if you would be so kind, drop a like on the stream. If you haven't subscribed, we'd love you to do that as well. I can't believe, looking up in the corner, I still can't believe we're over 300,000 in our community now. Thank you to you all for your continued support. And also, I really do hope you can come along and see us at our end of season party at the Hot Water Comedy Club. You're going to get to meet everyone you see on the stage there. Myself, Mr. Chris Stonage, Steve Bland, Mr. Conor Crosby, and of course Jack Gill as well. All getting together to celebrate the best club in the world and hopefully a league title as well. 3 days after the last game of the season in Liverpool at the Hot Water. And you can get your tickets with the link in the description. Would you rather be at home for the first leg or the second leg? Second leg. Always prefer the second leg at home. Without a shadow of a doubt. Always. What makes the quarter-final potentially very interesting to me is that the second leg would most likely be at Villa Park. Well, the second leg will definitely be away, but, you know, if Villa see through that victory, we'd be going to Villa Park for the second leg, so that would be an interesting one. Should we make it as far then as the semi-final, then we would have the second leg at home at Anfield. Leo's Goals is live in the stands today. Fuck Leo's Goals, you know. I don't care about his channel. You know, I gave him his publicity, brought him on. Do you think we had a handout to say, hey, would you like to come back onto our channel? No, just another person that jumped on and wanted to use our platform, say hello to our audience and didn't want to repay the favour. So yeah, that's one channel I don't have any time for anymore. Nothing against the man as a guy. He seems like a lovely, lovely fella. Genuinely does. But I don't care. What you don't understand... Oh, there's nothing I don't understand about the contract situation, but we'll go on. What you don't understand is they say they won't be able to pay the wages the man's book and fork out 150 million, 400 grand a week for Isak. Look, Peter, my man, the contract money's there from what we've saved previously. You know we saved about 18 million quid a season with the Adrian San Miguel, Thiago Alcantara and Joel Matip contracts. So I'm struggling to figure out how they've gotten away this long without that pressure. But you are right. You know, you're seeing us linked with players that'll be on huge money as well. I just want to know what's happening. That's it, my man. I just want to know what's happening. Craig, can you explain who your guests are at the Hot Water Comedy Club, as I've never heard of any of them? You mustn't be around the channel very long then. Absolutely, I'll explain it to you. Let me go through from left to right. On the left, Jack Gill was a regular on the channel, was part of the Anfield Agenda podcast as well. Then the one you see after Jack from left to right is Connor. You know who Connor is, surely. Then the handsome bastard in the middle is me. The one to the right is Chris Stonage, was a part of the channel as well previously, and now works in the World Snooker Tour as their press officer, and somebody who was on stage with us in Cardiff as well. And then the one on the right is Mr. Steve Bland, who was another contributor of the channel, massive Liverpool fan, and works in PR with Sale Sharks for his day job. So yeah, they're all Liverpool fans. They've all played some part in our channel's history. We tried to get Cash involved as well. People remember Cashlyn Boyle, who was a lady that used to be involved in our channel early doors as well. But Cash is going to be on her honeymoon at that moment in time, so yeah, won't be able to make it. But we wanted to just make it a reunion night, because I said this the other day, and I'm going to say it again just so people know I'm not making it up. Initially, when we booked that show, that was my farewell show. And that's why we wanted to make it a reunion show. I wanted to say my goodbyes to everyone that night. And that was going to be me hanging up the microphone and quitting. But after the last couple of weeks and all the support that people have given, and learning what the community means to a lot of other people, as well as, of course, myself, now it's just about a celebration. And I want to acknowledge the role that these guys played in our journey as well. So yeah, I hope that gives you an understanding of who they all are and what it's about. We're going to have Chris interviewing me on stage on the night, first and only time that'll ever happen. Then we're going to do a panel bit. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do a quiz with the audience as well. And it's going to be a really upbeat show, looking ahead to next season, the summer window, celebrating this season, and lots of other fun bits. So I couldn't think of anywhere else to do it better than our home in Liverpool, which is the Hot Water Comedy Club. Right, Sebastian. Isn't there a chance that the players also play a part in the long and complicated and frustrating signing process? Of course, Sebastian, of course. But the part where that falls down to me, mate, is all of them, right? So we know as fans that contract offers have been put on the table to Diaz, Canade, Salah, Virgil and Trent. So I'm absolutely open to the idea that some of those could be being dragged out, but not all of them. I find it difficult to believe that all 5 of them are either greedy or pushing too far. That's where it falls down to me. But again, it's just an opinion. Who's Sabrina's favourite, not you? Well, I'll tell you who Lucas's favourite is. Lucas loves him a bit of Chris Stonage. Yeah, Lucas is very fond of Chris. Always asking about him. So we know who Lucas's favourite is. Who's the sexy guy in the middle? He's the guy that can't grow a beard, you know. And do you know what else is funny about this? About this image, by the way. Everyone in that image is 6 foot plus, except the gobshite in the middle. And that annoys me. You know, I'm the smallest person that's been part of this channel, and everybody else has been over 6 foot. All of them, except for Cash, obviously, but all the lads that have been involved in the channel, all over 6 foot, except me, little short arse over here. Right, some more comments to go through. Corbin said, let's oil up this PSG team tonight. I'm always up for a bit of greasing up, mate. You know, they call me the Diddy of Wexford. Walking myself into trouble there. From the looped up part, I mean, not the other parts. LFC Tom said, do you believe we actually lost 50 mil last season, or are FSG messing up with the books? I would never ever accuse a club of cooking the books, mate. Never. Do I believe we lost the money? Yes. But I don't believe it's a problem. You know, so I'd never ever accuse anybody at our club of cooking the books or anything like that. I have questions about the books, about maybe who's under which heading and stuff, but no, I wouldn't think that they're looking to put us off, because we know we've no problems with PSO or anything like that, and we know that there's an ability there for us to spend money. I love you, play. Please don't quit. I've no intention of doing it now. I was just being honest about why we booked the show in. Now I'm you know, I'm feeling it very loved at the minute. I'm very fortunate. What's your favourite Liverpool meme? Unlucky. Yeah, unlucky. That one, 100%. Lucas Leiva, unlucky. That's definitely my favourite. What do you think of the Liverpool lineup? It's good. Yeah, it's exactly what I would have gone for, knowing that Cody Gakpo wasn't available. So yeah, no problems with the lineup. I wouldn't change any of it. Genuinely, if Gakpo was there, I would have probably played Diaz through the middle and Gakpo on the left. But yeah, no complaints from me about the team Arne has picked. Right, the teams are in the tunnel, ladies and gentlemen. We are... Oh, they're going to have to look at Rio Ferdinand's stupid head. Oh no, thankfully they're going the other direction, which is grand. Don't want Rio Ferdinand getting near the boys. Right, ladies and gents, 5 minutes to go till kick-off. I'm going to take you through the teams again momentarily, but just a couple of quick shout-outs to do, including, most importantly, to our sponsors, Manscaped. Check out the Beard and Balls bundle and save 20% and get free shipping. That's 20% and free shipping with a code Anfield20. Use that at checkout or scan the QR code in the bottom corner. Also, want to just let you guys know about our live show being on sale. You've seen that plenty of times. Link in the description. And finally, don't forget to check out AnfieldAgendaShop.com for your Where's the Money John hoodies, t-shirts, your Anfield Agenda mugs, your No Newlon, No Party t-shirts, and lots more bits and pieces. If you are a member, you get 10% off. You will see the membership code on the membership tab of the YouTube channel. Right, that's all the housework done. Now let's get into the fun stuff. I'm going to, as always, try to disguise the fart I just did. Then I'm going to focus on the game tonight and keep you guys up to date with commentary and stuff. So, again, just to confirm, definitely did fart. And I will be focusing on the game, so don't think I'm ignoring the chat or anything like that. You'll always know if I fart, a little lean forwards. Can anybody else not, like... I can't fart without a little lean forward. Am I alone in that? You know, my missus doesn't, but every time I have to, you know, I can't be on my own in that, surely. Anyway, to get back to more serious matters, let's take you through the teams again one more time. Right, let's go through. Oh, I don't know how you all put up with me. Brian has just gifted 50 memberships, by the way. Absolute legend, Brian. Thank you so much. Again, don't know what we've done to deserve you, but thank you. So, well done to everyone that got them. So, let's go through the lineup for Paris Saint-Germain. This is their 11 that Luis Enrique has gone with. Donnarumma in goal and a back four of Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho and Nuno Mendes. In midfield, João Neves, Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz. Up top, Kavicha Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele and Bradley Barcola. For Liverpool, it is Alisson Becker in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate are your centre backs today. Virgil, of course, captain as well. In midfield, it is Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister, Mohamed Salah on the right, Diogo Jota through the middle and Luis Diaz on the left. The Liverpool bench today, Yaros, Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Costas, McConnell, Kwanzaa and Nioni. Again, no place on the bench today for Nalo as he's suspended after the red card he picked up in the last Champions League game. Right, now I think I've gotten everything out of the way. We can sit back, relax and enjoy the game. Leg lifter guy, I'm dying. I'm defo one of those lads, 100%. I can't not do it. Like, there's always a little lean or something, you know, even if it's a silent one. So yes, don't think I'm ignoring the chat, by the way. I do have to try to focus on the commentary tonight to keep people up to date. Of course, any super chats or anything I will drop in to make sure that I say thank you and go through them. But until then, ladies and gents, sit back and let's see what the next what the next 90 minutes has in store for us. Right, let me just move this around a little bit. Get myself back into the right areas. There we go. Right, sweet. And again, special shout out as well to our friends at Lineup Builder who help us with our graphics and stuff like that as well for our team selections. Do check out Lineup Builder if you guys like to put together your predicted 11s and whatnot. Oh, and also, I did get my pancakes late last night. I did. Very late. It was about 2 a.m, but got there in the end and made sure that I had me some maple syrup, some cream, and some pancakes. Right. Schmungus, how are you, bro? Favorite goal this season over all competitions? Oh, I don't know, my man. I'm so dumb. I'm gonna take an easy option and say the corner routine against Manchester City, because I was really impressed by how efficient that was. Kelly, do you think that Trent will be able to hold up Barcola and his pace and skills? I hope so. But, you know, I would be a liar if I said I'm not concerned about the wide areas. But I think they'll be equally as concerned about our wide players. So may the best team win. Right, let's get ready to go. Liverpool playing from left to right in the first half. In our red strip, PSG in their blue strip. And this is leg number 1 of a two-legged last 16 tie. And we're off. Ball goes back to Virgil, who goes long out right hand side, looking for Diogo Jota. PSG win the first header and the ball drops to Gravenberch. Szoboszlai now. He's dispossessed. Ball goes out. Liverpool throw in, which we get on with quickly. Canade, who of course is of interest to Paris Saint-Germain. Back to Alisson. Alisson goes out left hand side to Andy Robertson. Ball in field to Jota. Robbo. Don't like this camera angle, by the way. It's not great. I did miss Kelly's Super Chat, Brian. I already brought it up. And I already spoke about it. I said that, you know, yes, I'm worried about their wingers, but they should be worried about ours as well. Gravenberch. And thank you again, Kelly. Appreciate your support. Just bought the Sports Direct Champions t-shirt. Well, Nino, enjoy. Right, I'm going to sync up at 1 minute 30 for everybody. Throwing down the line there, looking for Salah, but it goes straight at a play. We are now coming up to 1 minute 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. Right, PSG on the attack with Kavisha Kvaratskhelia out to Hakimi. He puts in a cross. Luis Diaz is there to block the first one. And eventually get the challenge in, which ends up in a Liverpool goal kick. Well done, Lucho. Good bit of defensive work there from Lucho. Hakimi tried to go around the outside. If only he was having none of it, and wins us a goal kick. Interesting. Virgil goes long with this goal kick. Looking for Salah. PSG have it back though with Gianluigi Donnarumma. He plays it out right hand side to Marquinhos. Press comes on then on the far side from Robbo. Look how high up he is. Liverpool win it back. Referee playing an advantage. Szoboszlai, Jota. Diaz miscontrolled it. We were almost in behind there. Marquinhos. Kvaratskhelia now. Switches the ball centrally where Ryan Gravenberch gets there. Second ball is won by PSG though and played forward. Virgil's back. Plays it to Alisson. Trent. Virgil. Will, here as always, Craig. Hope you are well, my friend. I'm very good, thank you, Will, and appreciate your support, my mate. Thank you for being with us as a member for 5 months. Ibu now. Again into that right channel for Salah. Brings it under control. Szoboszlai. Maka. Virgil. Virgil carries it forward a little bit. Nothing on ahead of him, so goes to Andy Robertson. Robbo immediately goes over the top looking for Luis Diaz in behind. Does well, Diaz. Pulls it back looking for Jota. Jota has it left side of the penalty area. Eventually, though, it's just about cleared by Marquinhos, and it'll be a Liverpool throw-in on the far side of the pitch. All the way back to Alisson. Trent. To Ali. Virgil. Again, going direct in behind looking for Diaz. Marquinhos gets there, but is making a meal of this clearance and puts it out for a Liverpool throw-in. Certainly getting some territorial joy from these long balls over the top. Gravenberch. Little 1-2. Soboslai. Back to Gravenberch. Cross pulled in. Oh, unlucky. Blocked. Back with Ryan again. Now to Salah. Salah edge of the box to Maka, who tries to flick one over the top, but the referee brings it back and says Mohamed Salah fouled Nuno Mendes. Free kick to PSG. Is it just me, or is it difficult to make out who's who with this camera angle? I don't know if it is just me, but I'm certainly having to squint to try and figure it out. PSG again trying to play out from the back, but win a cheap free kick for a Robertson foul on Kvaratskhelia. It's very zoomed out, says Anita. Seems fine to me, said Mo. Liz said it's awful. Awful angle as well from Brian. Yeah, I don't like the height of the angle here. Anyway, Dembele cuts inside. Plays it off the referee, who plays an advantage. No, he's bringing it back. He should have played the advantage as PSG had possession, but Dembele plays it off the referee's arse. Come on, boys. So far, so good. 6 minutes in, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. PSG tries straight ball through the lines, but there's too much on it, and it goes all the way through to Alisson Becker. You know, job if you're going over there is try keep them quiet first 10-15, and almost 7 minutes in, you can say so far so good in that regard. I don't know if we'll see Chiesa or not today. I certainly wouldn't be putting any money on it, but it depends which way the game goes, I guess. And we've not really seen the manager look to Federico much. Right, again, Alisson goes long this time, looking towards Diogo Jota. He loses out aerially. Hakimi now goes past Robertson, who wins it back. Well done, Robbo and Maka. Virgil now inside the Gravenberch. Unusual heavy touch from him. Sees the ball go to Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, who I think gets a throw-in out of this one. Or is that a Liverpool throw-in? Oh, chance. Half chance there for PSG. I didn't see how the build-up happened because the cameraman had a hard-on for David Beckham. But ball breaks to Barcola and his strike is blocked by Canade. Second ball ricochets through to Fabian Ruiz, who drags it wide of Alisson's left post. Well done, Ibu, on the initial block. Very interesting here that we seem to be going long from a lot of these goal kicks. Virgil again out looking for Diaz. He flicks it on. But Neves has it back here for PSG, who goes back to Donnarumma. Marquinhos now. Fabian Ruiz. Halfway inside the PSG half. Hex, thank you, man, for your super chat. Said PSG giving good memories of Bobby scoring against them and giving us one-eye celebration. Well, hopefully we see a celebration of some type tonight from one of the Liverpool players. Hex, and thank you for your super chat, my friend. L7 Zekro, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. Appreciate your support. Thank you for becoming a member. See in the chat, someone saying Harry Kane scores, so I guess Bayern have scored. Well done. Good tracking back, Lucho. Maka now. Gravenberch. Plays it into the left channel looking for Jota, but PSG get a leg in. And it's now back in the centre of their defence. Liverpool get back into shape. No lucky hoodie today. No, I'm not. I'm about 50-50 on whether it will be a draw or a Liverpool win. So I didn't want to jinx it with the hoodie and take the chance. Even though jinxes don't exist. But I just wanted to wear a white hoodie today. Saving the red one for the home game. Right, folks. We're at the 10-minute mark now and it's still scoreless in Paris. Both teams have had little pockets of joy. Kvaratskhelia back to Marquinhos. Kvaratskhelia. They try look for a little 1-2, but Liverpool forced them back. Barcola now. Trent stands him up, has support around him, forces PSG to go backwards. They move the ball now left to right, trying to open up a bit of space. It's with Marquinhos. Look how high up the pitch he is. Kvaratskhelia. Hakimi's giving them width if they need it there. But again, Liverpool press forces PSG backwards. They try to spread it out to Nuno Mendes, who's pulled out wide left, but his control lets him down and it goes out for a Liverpool throw-in. Imagine if Adidas brought back retro kits. They will, and I'm very excited about it. You know, imagine being able to get some of those old classic kits with the Adidas on them. Right, Jota now. Again, a heavy touch from him allows the challenge to come in from Marquinhos, who puts it out for a Liverpool throw-in. Come on, Diogo. We need you a bit more zoned in than that, my man. Right, somebody show for Trent. Give him an option. He goes back to Gravenberch. All the way back to Alisson. It very much does feel like a safety first option here to Liverpool early doors. Long balls. Making sure we don't give any sloppy possession away. Robbo. Virgil. Again, goes long up the line. Craig is a chav. He's home and away hoodies. Yeah, I'm a proud chav, mate. Proud Lynx Africa wearing chav. Absolutely, 100%. And thank you, Martin, for being a member with us for 15 months. What's your thoughts on the contract situation right now? I'm worried, Kelly. I'm worried. But at least we don't have confirmation that they're going. So, you know, there is still hope. But, yeah, I'm worried. Probably the same as your good self and many others. Robbo wins it back. Diaz now. Inside to Maka. Diaz again left side. Press comes on him from João Neves. And he gives it away. Sloppy from Diaz. Me talking about Liverpool playing safety first. And then he goes and plays the ball straight to a PSG player and sets up an attack for them, which Liverpool defend the first one. Second ball now. Sloppy that from Diaz. Dembele, Hakimi. Maka gets himself in the way. Jota now, trying to set up a counter-attack. Plays it to Diaz. You need some support there. Gets it from McAllister, but he's closed down. Robbo now, side foots it long. That was very worrying from Diaz, how he gave away possession in such a dangerous area like that so easily. Worries me. And again, thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you, my friend. Right, Hakimi now. Back in field. Kvaratskhelia. PSG being quite patient here in possession. Switch the ball out now. Left side, where Bradley Barcola is there. I mean, that was dangerous, boys. Salah now. Head up, Mo. Head up. Unlucky. He tries to pick out Jota, but again, PSG defend that. "15 minutes on the clock. Still scoreless in Paris. I mean, if you're on a slot 15 minutes in, you're not too unhappy about this. You certainly don't want to be conceding an early goal anyway away from home, and we haven't. Liverpool have everybody now back inside their own half. Nuno Mendes, wide left here for PSG. He's got options inside, which he turns to. Oh, Dembele goes past two Liverpool players way too easily. Puts in a cross. And PSG almost take the lead, but they miss a really good chance through João Neves. And that was far too easy for Dembele. He flies past Robbo and I think McAllister. Or Robbo, I think it's Robbo and McAllister. Plays the ball across. And they should have done a lot better than that. Goes past two Liverpool players. Robbo first, then McAllister. Squares it back to the penalty spot. Where João Neves, or João, whatever the hell his name is. Is it Neves or Nunes? What's his name? Yeah, either way. Sitter missed. Or maybe it was Vitinha. I don't know. But either way, very good opportunity from the penalty spot. And we can count our lucky stars that we got away with that one. Dembele again. This time it's Diaz. He tries to go past. Cross comes in. Robbo heads it behind. Dembele starting to come into the game now and have some joy down our left-hand side. Cross comes in. Robbo does well though. Heads it away for a PSG corner. 17 minutes on the clock. Come on, the Reds. Corner. Well defended. Kanade clears it. Drops to Vitinha. He strikes. Alisson Becker, not worried about that one. Sees a drift past his left hand, or his right hand post, excuse me. Yep, goes harmlessly wide for a Liverpool goal kick. I mean, it was good footwork there. Showing the replay of Dembele skinning the two lads. It was good footwork. Salah now, who hasn't really been able to win that battle so far. Every one of those little battles, Salah seems to be coming out second best on so far with Nuno Mendes. PSG now. Deep inside their own half. What's it looking like, Craig? Are Liverpool dominant? No, not dominant, not at all. PSG in the last 5 minutes have started to wrestle a bit more control of territory. And they've certainly had the best chance of the game. But nobody dominant. But PSG are starting to find the groove here a little bit. Barcola. Trent does well there. Stops the 1-2. Plays at the Gravenberch. Look at left side. Left side. We played it through the centre instead of going out left where Diaz had space. I mean, maybe the pass wasn't on, but we had a chance there to shift it out left side. Come on, boys. Dembele again, strike. Oh, lads, heart was in my mouth. Dembele runs at the Liverpool defence, gets a shot away. It takes a wicked deflection, and I'm thinking, please don't go over. Alisson's heading into the goal, but thankfully it loops wide, and it'll be a Paris Saint-Germain corner. But they're starting to get into the groove and find pockets of joy now. Dembele to take the corner. Cross in. Alisson comes, gets a good strong hand on it and pushes it away. PSG recycle it. Move it central again. Kvaratskhelia right side of the penalty area. Shot. 1-0 PSG. Kvaratskhelia. Fuck. (1-0 PSG. How do you give him that space? You could feel a goal was coming, lads. Let's be honest about it. You could sense it. Corner comes in. Alisson gets a hand on it, which is the best he could have done, to be fair. But look at this for the defender from the second ball. Look. Watch Kvaratskhelia. Oh. How do you let him get that shot away? Looks like could be a potential VAR check on this. It looks very close. There might be a VAR check on it, but offside, no goal. Offside, no goal. No goal, offside. Confirmed, offside, no goal. So Martin said goal given. That's you getting banned. We absolutely got away with one there, and that better be the wake-up call, because you could sense that was coming. I mean, when you seen the replay, it looked like his leg was maybe just straight offside, but we've got to use that as a wake-up call, because him getting that much space in the penalty area is a disgrace. Come on, boys. Diaz now with Jota. Jota, you ran into his fucking area, you dope. What was Diogo Jota doing there? He basically blocks our own counter-attack. Wake up, lads. I don't know what Diogo was at there. He basically runs behind Diaz then to give him no option ahead of him. Minity TV said, alright, I'm to wake up. Absolutely, bro. We definitely need to wake up. Because that was a warning. But anyway, as it is, it's still scoreless and we're quarter of the way through it. We can't keep the ball. That's a fair shout, Callum. It is. And we're not getting much help, by the way, when it goes up to the likes of Diaz, Jota and Salah. They're not giving us much. They're losing a lot of them battles as well. Look at this. Another ball through and Kvaratskhelia has space. Jota now. Turns one way, then the other. Goes out to Diaz. Again, though, we've not much getting forward to give him support. McAllister. Robertson. Again, we can't make anything of it. And PSG have it back in midfield. Space on the right, which they exploit and play it out to Kvaratskhelia. Ball back inside now. Strike. Straight at Alisson. Well done, Ali. Well done, Alisson. Yep, they're just showing us the... Oh my God, lads. How close was that? It was basically Kvaratskhelia ankle that was offside. But there you can see semi-automated offside technology working. They are they've played very well here last 15 minutes. PSG. They're working very, very hard as well. Ball in behind here. Canade uses his strength and shoulders off Bradley Barcola as PSG look for a penalty shout from the ref. I think that was just Canade being stronger, but Liverpool now in possession. Szoboszlai. Salah. Let's have a look at this. Where are you going? Potential red card check? They're checking for a potential red here for Ibu. Wasn't even given as a foul initially, and now they're looking at it as a potential red. Fuck, they're making a meal out of this, for fuck's sake. Play on. Nothing happening. Play on. Common sense prevails. Jesus. Anyway, back on their way. Throw into Liverpool. Nothing. Ibu needs to be careful though. Again, we've had 2 warning signs here. And we need to pay heed to them. If there is one thing we can say that would worry about Canada, it's some stupid little fouls. But thankfully got away with that one. And Liverpool stay with 11, thankfully. Who was that to? Fuck's sake. Robbo has the ball on the far side. I guess he expects there's going to be an overlap and run and plays it forward, but there's nobody there and it goes straight out for a goal kick. We've had 2 wake-up calls now. We need to pay heed to them. A goal that was disallowed for offside and that challenge from Canade. Wakey, wakey time, boys. Can't keep giving them this much joy. Well done, Szoboszlai. And then he can keep it and play. Unlucky. Hakimi. To Dembele. Good challenge, Maka. Good challenge, fella. Diaz now. I mean, he slipped and does well to not give away the ball. Puts it out for a throw in. So, I know people are unhappy in the chat and it's understandable. But you've got to give PSG their credit here as well. You know, it's not Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good save from Alisson. You know, I know we're unhappy as Liverpool fans and we're not doing what we would hope, but you got to credit PSG as well. They're playing some good football. And there's certainly a youthful, energetic looking side here who have made pockets of space by moving the ball quickly, and they're playing well. You just got to sometimes credit your opponent here. Arne won't be happy with this. The only thing he'll be happy about is that so far it's still scoreless. But everything that you guys have said in the chat about us not keeping the ball, it's all very valid. We need to find an outlet here because we are being smothered here by PSG. We can't even get out now. It's Kvaratskhelia again. Ball over the top. Alisson comes out and claims it. Come on, boys. We need a bit of composure out there. Ironically, this feels like the type of game where you'd get Diogo Jota off and bring on Curtis Jones and sacrifice the centre forward. That's what I'd be doing here. I think we need that extra body. And if I'm Arne Slot, I'd be looking to take off Jota and bring on Andy Robertson. Or excuse me, Curtis Jones. My apologies, Curtis Jones. Barcola now skips past a few challenges. How did he get this space, lads? Yes, Alisson! Oh my God, how are we not behind, lads? Oh, lads, the defending's shocking. They're pulling us apart. Look at that space. How do you let him have that space? Thankfully, Alisson makes a couple of big saves. PSG try to recycle the ball a few times and then we get another block in and Barcola blasted over the bar. But look at... Did you see Van Dijk just disappearing there, by the way? He disappears and allows the space to then be there for Dembele. Thankfully, Alisson makes the save and oh my God. Jesus. This is... It's not pretty, but thankfully Alisson stood tall. It's just so easy for them to pull the defence apart. Liverpool will have a corner now, though. A long ball over the top sees PSG's defender flick it backwards and it goes behind for a corner. PSG's playing great, but these commentators are absolutely jizzing over them. They're literally making moaning noises. The bias is mad. This is what you happen when you stick Rio Ferdinand commentating on a Liverpool game. But look, to be fair, PSG have been the better side, so... if you're looking for a positive for us, it's the fact it's still scoreless. But Arne Slot has to do something there because we've no outlet. We've nobody up front who's holding up. Even Darwin would probably make more sense because at least he gives you an out ball. But at the minute, I'd be taking off Jota and putting on Jones. Liverpool goes short with a corner routine. PSG defend it. Come on, boys. Liverpool have it with Salah. He tries a cross, it's blocked. And it goes into the arms of Gianluigi Donnarumma. Why bring on Darwin? My point is we need somebody who's going to give us an out ball. We need somebody who can let us get bodies forward because we're not linking up attacks. Whenever we play the ball out, it's coming straight back at us. And Jota there just walks the ball out of fucking play. Just literally has on the left side and walks the ball out of play. Wake up. Diogo's been invisible. Chiesa, Joe, anybody. We need to do something. Because we've no out ball. Barcola now, wide left. By the way, folks, if you can, and you are with us, do drop a like on the stream and hit the subscribe button if you can. 33 minutes in here, and look, apart from the first 10 minutes, it's been all PSG. Liverpool haven't really had a sniff and can count ourselves very lucky to still be tied in this game. PSG had a goal for offside, a goal ruled out for offside, which was correct, but very close. And then they've had a couple of really good chances that I've seen Alisson Becker make some saves and us get some blocks in. PSG now move it back out left side again to Barcola. He cuts inside. Gravenberch is there, makes a good challenge. Salah to Trent. Trent again looks for that long out ball to Diogo. PSG player slips, square it. Oh, he's a fucking donkey. Salah. PSG defend that. Diogo Jota is shocking. If he squares that ball, Luis Diaz is one-on-one with the keeper and we're probably 1-0 up. And Diogo Jota makes a mess of it as he has everything he's done so far tonight. We win the battle. The PSG player slips, square the ball, and he can't even get that right. Fuck off. Colin, I'm really sorry to hear about your grandfather, my friend. Sending you love. Really, really sorry, mate, to hear about that. Jacko said, Alisson has been best player by quite some distance today. There's never a good sign. We need to wake up. 0-0 flatters us. I don't disagree with you about the scoreline flattering us, mate. PSG have been the better side. No argument for me on that one. But, oh, that was so wasteful from Diogo. I don't know what he's been at tonight. He looks like he's half asleep out there. Look at that pass and accuracy percentage for us. 76% is nowhere near good enough. PSG pass and accuracy percentage so far of about 91%. Liverpool down at 76%. That's just not good enough. You're not going to get anywhere giving the ball away that much. I mean, Arne has to be seeing what we're seeing here. He has to be. Kvaratskhelia. Gravenberch wins that. Jota again loses out in his little battle, but it comes to Szoboszlai. Salah's now dispossessed. Wakey, wakey, boys. I disagree, mate. Jota, being the far more intelligent player, has been made to look bad by Diaz. Bad movement. 1 second. Oh, another chance saved. Alisson, again, shown why he's the best in the world. Sorry, Khalil. I disagree, mate. Jota, being the far more intelligent player, has been made to look silly by Diaz. Bad movement and positioning. Look, there's probably something to that, Khalil. But you can see the touches from Jota as well just aren't sharp enough. But, look, there is defo some validity to what you're saying as well, Khalil. But either way, I think we can both agree, my friend, that we aren't doing anything at all in the final third. Here's Jota again now, left side. He's taken out. Bought himself a nice free kick there and a yellow card for Marquinhos. Well done, Diogo. Much better there. At least gives us a minute to get a breather here now and put a set piece in. Cuts inside. Marquinhos steps across, blocks him. Diogo goes down. The ref books him. Well done to Diogo on that one. Right. 37.5 minutes on the clock. Right, free kick to Liverpool. PSG holding a line about 5 yards ahead of their 18-yard box. Free kicks floated in. Donnarumma gets at the second attempt. Just not been great. Alisson been brilliant in this game, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. keeping us in it with some huge saves. Somebody said, I think Marquinhos now booked for the second leg, or he's out for the second leg, is he? Is that confirmed? Can someone just let me know in the chat if that is confirmed or not? But again, to everybody tuning in, welcome. Appreciate your support. If you can, drop a like on the stream and hit the subscribe button. No, he's not, people are saying. Okay, cool. Thank you. Cool. I'd seen somebody mention it in the chat, but cheers for clearing that up, folks. Appreciate you. Kvaratskhelia now. He's switched across to the left-hand side now, which is quite interesting. Obviously, probably feels like they can get a bit more joy there than he has on the left. He's been everywhere, to be fair, Kvaratskhelia, left and right, but more often than not, it's been Barcola. Ball over the top, sees Donnarumma come out and get a hand away. Major Zero said the only silver lining is that it's still 0-0. I mean, yes, but we're definitely riding our luck. Dembele again now. Eventually Liverpool get a foot in, clear that one, and it's with Diaz. Just not many options there. And we give it away in midfield. Fucking hell, that's not good enough. Free kick to PSG now in a dangerous position. All of that comes from Diaz once again giving the ball away for no reason. And now we've got a free kick to contend with in a very suitable position, all because Luis Diaz gives the ball away and then comes back and gives the free kick away. Him and Diogo have been anonymous. Now Diaz is actually causing trouble. He's given the ball away twice in midfield. Fuck me. Somebody asked, can I give you the bench? Yeah, it's Jaros, Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Costas, McConnell, Kwanzaa and Nioni. So, Jaros, Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Costas, McConnell, Kwanzaa and Nioni. Luke said 11 shots to our 0. About to be 12 shots now, Luke, because they have a free kick here. Alisson setting up his wall. It's about 22, 23 yards out. Just, if you're looking at it from their side, it's just right of centre. Very suited to a left footer, this. Free kick, Wall does its job, well done. Free kick, tried to lift it over there, Dembele. Wall does its job and gets a block in. It goes behind for a PSG corner. And for those asking, no Cody Gakpo. He didn't make the squad. Must still be carrying that knock that Arne mentioned. Corner in. Virgil defends that well, but it'll be coming straight back at us. Another cross in. Looking for Marquinhos this time. Liverpool defend the situation and the offside flag eventually goes up. Yep. Correct to see. Good spot that from the lines when he was only about half a yard off. So, clock heading towards 43 minutes, and it's not been pleasant viewing as a Liverpool fan. PSG have been making all the running. Jota again wins us a free kick inside the opposition half. Looks like he landed awkwardly here. Goes up for the header, is being grabbed, and then, I don't know, lands weirdly. Just waiting for Diogo to put his boot back on. His boots come off. Lads, I'm nervous, I can't lie. It's been an impressive first half from PSG. They've swarmed us at times. Loads of energy, loads of runners, lots of movement. For us, we just can't get out at times. Right, Diogo's back up with his boot on. Free kick here to Liverpool. Robertson probably going to flick it towards the penalty area. Corner. It's a good ball. And Diogo tries to bring it down. To be fair, he was very quickly defended. But Diogo gets a touch. And I think it's William Pacho gets a challenge in. And it'll be a Liverpool corner. But good delivery that from Robbo. Johnny said, Craig, I respect you, but did you not see this come and say PSG don't scare you was a little naive? How is it naive? They don't scare me. I said I give them credit. I said, one sec, Johnny, one sec. Cross in. Whoa. Flicked on and Salah nearly had a tap in at the far post. They don't scare me, Johnny. I said I respect them, but I'm not scared of them. Why would I be scared of any team? There's a difference between respect and fear, mate. And I respect them, like I said, in the build-up. And I even said that I'd take a draw. I don't know what more you want from me, mate. I'm not scared of any team. We're Liverpool Football Club. Nobody scares us. Nobody scares me. But we're playing shit. And PSG are playing really well. I think I've been more than fair about my coverage here, mate. I've given PSG every credit. 2 minutes added on at the end of the first half. Dembele, good block from Maka. Throw into PSG on the far side. Well, Johnny, it's still scoreless, bro. So, for all the fear-mongering or whatever you want to feel, it is still scoreless at the end of the day. I mean, we've ridden our luck, but... Anyway, we're inside the second minute of the 2 added on at the end of the first half. Defend. Well done, Virgil. Robertson now, again. We're just having to go long. And PSG have it back again, winning the second ball. There's just been no outlet. We cannot keep the ball. Hakimi now. Crossing across the front of the penalty area. Trent plays it out off the PSG player. Who then goes past them. That's dog shit, Trent. That's fucking terrible. That's terrible. That lazy half-arseness from Trent there as he gets skinned. As if he couldn't see what was... Watch this from Trent. He backs off, doesn't think the PSG player is going to get the ball, and then gets skinned too easily. Half-time anyway, ladies and gents. The referee blows up. In Paris, it's PSG 0, Liverpool 0. Although if you're a PSG fan, you're probably wondering how you haven't taken the lead. And as a Liverpool fan, I wouldn't argue that you would have deserved it. So, ladies and gents, if you're on a slot here, what are you doing? There's a lot to pick the bones out of there at half-time. And if we don't figure out a way to get control of this game in some way, they could get a lot of joy in the second half because they've had some in the first half. Anyway, let's go through some of your comments and some of the stats from the first half. Hussey says, the stats say it all, need change at half-time, 100%. I mean, them stats are ugly reading. Let's look at it possession-wise. Liverpool with only 33% of possession. Shots, look at that. That is a disgrace. Not one shot. Not one from Liverpool in the first half. 12 for Paris Saint-Germain with 5 on target. Alisson Becker's made some brilliant saves as well. Dangerous attacks, 13 for Liverpool, 41 for the home side. Corners, 4 for PSG, 1 for Liverpool. Total passes, 145 for us with an appalling 72% pass accuracy. PSG, 300 passes, 91% passing accuracy. And those stats don't lie. That's a fair reflection of the game. It's been Liverpool's second best for most of it. Nevelin said, do you think Trent may try to sell out this Liverpool game and make us lose to ensure have the possibility of facing Madrid? No, I would never, ever, ever say that about a Liverpool player, mate. Never. Ronaldinho's GOAT said Jota should be first to be sold. Look, we've done nothing in that first half to be positive about. We haven't. I want to sit here and tell you there's loads of positives to take from it. The only positive I can deliver to you is that it's still scoreless. That's it. Right, a couple of quick things I need to go through at half time. Firstly, thank you to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. Our boys haven't found the balls out there yet tonight, but if you need the Beard and Balls bundle or anything else from manscaped.com, a reminder that you can get 20% off and free shipping store-wide with our code Anfield20. Use that at checkout or scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner. TTV Rugby, thank you, mate. Appreciate you. Trent not putting in enough effort. Look, I've no problem with Trent other than that one thing at the end of the first half. Other than that, I don't have any real complaints about Trent. I don't have many arguments from our defence tonight. They're doing as good as they can. But if you're asking me for a solution, and I'm not Arne Slot, but I think it's worth sacrificing a striker at this point to put in Jones or another midfielder. That's what I'd be looking at if I was Arne Slot, because yes, maybe we don't have an outball then, but we're not getting any joy. We're not getting any break at the minute. The only time we've had any break in play is when Diogo's bought a couple of free kicks and has given us some set piece options. But apart from that, yeah, it's difficult to find much to be positive about. Completely one-sided performance, said Nessie. Wake up. Again, can't disagree with that, Nessie. Benjamin said, I think the first half summarises the need for signings at the back. The pace is minimal. We look scared when they attack. There's a lot of dropping back, isn't there? You know, when we're being run at, there is a lot of dropping back, but that's been the way we've defended for a while. Look, we're going to talk about the Liverpool side of it, and rightly so. But again, I want to make clear, it's important that we pay respect to the performance from PSG as well. Because, you know, we're nitpicking our own performance, but they've played some good football and that needs to be acknowledged as well. LFC Tom said Salah has been horrible, didn't win any duel. TTV Rugby said hopefully Slot makes a few changes. He'd have to do something. I mean, if he's not making a personnel change, he's absolutely got to make a tactical change, because we've no outball. And you guys in the chat have been rightly pointing that out all the way through the first half. So it's a tough one, but it's frustrating, isn't it? Because we had a week's rest. We had a week's rest and we look like we're jaded out there, which is weird. Every time we get a break, it seems like it doesn't do us any good. That was a 0-0 hiding, said Mark Bell. Drafted said, would you... no, I probably wouldn't, mate, to be honest with you. You know, whatever you fancy yourself. I'm not here to judge, but I certainly wouldn't be top of my list of tactical tweaks to make there for the second half. Let's just say that one. While I ban you as well. Let me just make sure I ban you for being a fucking weirdo. 1 second. Oh, my days. Right. Long balls need Nunes or change of game plan, said Martin. The long balls, I can understand why we're doing them, but it's not really giving us much joy, because like many of you guys have said, we haven't exactly been winning many of those battles or second balls. Will said 0-0 against the rampant PSG. I'm taking it. We need midfield to get hold of the ball and ease the pressure. Derek Dennis said, on the bright side, we can only get better. Well, I hope so, Derek, my man. I definitely hope so. If anybody does want to offer to Falaciate or Falaciate? Canade to make the second half better performance. I don't know how it would work, but we're open to all options here at the minute. Right, ladies and gents, there's over 8,100 people in the chat, and it seems like the perfect time to let you guys know about the Anfield Agenda end of season live show coming up at the Hot Water Comedy Club in Liverpool. You can get your tickets to this event for just 20 quid plus booking fee. The link is in the description, and it is going to be 3 days after the last game of the season, where we should all be in party mode. So I hope to see you at the Hot Water Comedy Club. Again, it's an all ages event, and the link is in the description. Right. The correct term is fillet. I'll take your word from it, mate. I'll take your... Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm not an expert. That's all I'm going to say, bro. I'm not an expert. Mohammed said, stay in the game till we get back to Anfield. Well, yes, mate. 100% agree with you. I would take a 0-0 right now. Zohab said, PSG, frontline scary, but they fizz out. We will rise. Yeah, look. It feels like their attack and midfield are good, but I do feel like their defence is suspect. I think we can get joy, but we need to be way better. Our forwards in that first half haven't really been able to deliver anything. And like you said, it feels like a 0-0 hammering. I think that's a fair description of it. How am I? Very nervous, Daniel. Very, very nervous, my friend. Yeah. Craig, did you see AFTV post about them winning PSV and not us? I don't watch anything on AFTV because I value my eyesight and my eardrums, and I would rather stick pins in my balls than listen to anything that those deluded fucks have to say. So, yeah, I'll pass on that one, thank you. I'm sure that they'll sleep well with that 7-1 victory, knowing when we lift the Premier League title that, they won 7-1 in an away game and then got knocked out in the next round. But, whatever makes them sleep at night, I'm all right. I'm more concerned about what's happening right now, to be honest, on the pitch. Oh. Liverpool looked tired when we had a week off. Yeah, look, we need to do something, and I'll be very disappointed if Arne hasn't changed something here for the start of the second half, because, we can see it. You bet your ass Arne can see it. So hopefully he makes some adjustments. Derek, again, thank you, mate, said, might need Mo to score first chance 2-0. Well, we haven't really had anything in the first half. Credit PSG, they've played really well, but it's been unpleasant viewing for us as Liverpool fans because, as many of you have rightly pointed out, we just haven't been able to keep the ball. And if you look at one stat that I always keep an eye out for personally is the pass and accuracy percentage, because we're normally 85, 86, 87 and upwards. Today, look at that, 72% just shows that we can't get out and we're just clearing balls long and they're winning the second balls. I don't think we can get any worse in the second half, said VI Jokers. Well, I hope not. I hope not, mate. Arsenal fans get to enjoy that second place trophy. LFC Tom said, to be honest, seeing it again, that Canade foul was a pen. Well, for me, when I seen it first, I felt it was outside the area. I don't know. It goes into the area, but if you look for the first contact, I thought it was about a quarter, half a yard outside the penalty area. But look, one thing we can say about Ibrahim Canade is, and Virgil, they do that quite a bit, that leaning in thing, that pushing out and extending of the arm, and it's been something we've called many times on the channel. It's worrying. And I was nervous when I'd seen that they were looking back at it as a potential red. But thankfully, we got away with it. We got away with the slightly offside goal as well, and it hasn't woken us up. They're getting cooking. That's why I say at the back, 2 defensive midfielders. Knew the fullbacks were going to struggle against. I don't think our fullbacks have been rinsed. There was one time that Ousmane Dembele absolutely turned Robbo and Maka inside out, and it was a good bit of play. But for me, look, you need to be able to keep the ball. It's as easy as that. Easier said than done. And we've been on the other side of this, where we're the team that's swarming all over and not giving teams a chance to get out. So to be on the other side of it, it's an eye opener. But as I said, the good news is it's still scoreless, and it feels like we've got away with it. But we need to make the most of the second half, and I would be amazed if we don't see some tweaks, either formationally, tactically, or in the lineup from Arne at half time. Benjamin said, I agree, we need more midfield. I think we're not far away from making it difficult for them. Will you wonder, will they blow out at any point, you know? Will they run themselves out and blow out of steam? I don't know is the honest answer. But if you look at the bench, I mean, I'm not looking at that bench and thinking there's huge game-changing options on it. You've got Yaros, Kelleher, Endo. Endo could be a shout. Darwin, Chiesa, Jones. Again, I'd take off Jota and bring on Jones personally. Elliot, Costas, McConnell, Kwanzaa and Leone. So they're the options for Arne. VI Jokers said Canade was sloppy, but in no way was it a red card. I think it only becomes the red card if it's a foul and they deem Canade was the last man and he was true on goal. You know, it wasn't because it was a particularly nasty challenge or anything. But look, ultimately, they looked at it and didn't send the ref to the monitor, so... Mods, any of these type of gobshite incel nonsense comments like Salah is trash from this gobshite, can we just ban them, please? You know, in no way am I sitting here and allowing our players to be disrespected that much by somebody in the chat, especially when this lad's on for a Ballon d'Or season and this gobshite's calling them trash. They need to be removed, lads. We can't be letting that happen. Let's get straight. This is going to be tough. Well, obviously, David, yes. We certainly are living on the edge at the minute, my man. But, you know, all I can say positive-wise is it's, you know, we haven't conceded. And I'll take that at half-time, but yeah, it is concerning. Scruffy Alice said, that was depressing when you read out the bench. Yeah, it's not great, is it? It really isn't the who's who of stars on the bench, but again, I'm looking here and I don't think we're going to see a change. Certainly Jones was warming up, as were a few others, but it looks like the same team's going out for the second half based off the tunnel anyway. I mean, where would we be without Alisson in this game as well? Big man's made some fantastic saves. In my opinion, I've said this for a long time, not only is he the best goalkeeper in the world, he's the best one-on-one goalkeeper in the world. Oh, depresses me seeing Jota and Diaz going back out there for the second half. I'd love Chiesa to get a chance. I mean, I wouldn't be holding my breath based off the decision-making Arne's had with giving a minute so far, but let's wait and see. Second half about to get underway. Again, Liverpool playing from right to left, and we're underway. And PSG immediately just go straight for territory and kick the ball out for a throw into Liverpool deep in our own half. Didn't even try to pick out a player, just booted it straight out of play. Henderson Galbraith, thank you mate for being a member with us for 8 months, said winning the league isn't for everyone, Arsenal. Right, anyway, second half underway. Again, if you're with us for the first time, do please drop a like on the stream and hit that subscribe button. We appreciate your support. but we need a much better improved second half. Right, another throw in to Liverpool. I'm going to go back to commentary side now. Sync up for everybody in a couple of seconds. As I am so nervous now for the second half, I can't lie. Gravenberch, PSG win that back. Marquinhos has it. Right, we're coming up now to 46 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Goal kick to PSG. Oh, lads, I am a bag of nerves at the minute. PSG playing it out from the back with their goal kick. They're still inside their own half, moving the ball from right to left. Marquinhos goes out left side again. Pacho, Marquinhos just knocking it around their back line here. Again, still just moving around their backline here, PSG. Still just knocking it around their backline here, by the way. And now they tried to step into midfield, but no, back across the backline. Craig, how come United fans call Salah trash? They basically bash the Bishop to Garnacho and Hoyland. I don't know, mate, but you know, each to their own and all that, my man. Each to their own. I tell you, they crawl over broken glass to have him at Old Trafford, wouldn't they? I mean, he already owns Old Trafford, Salah, to be fair. Every time he goes there, he's walking away with goals. Costas is getting some instructions here from Sipka Hulshoff. So it looks like Costas could be the one to come off the bench here. No, it's Costas. It's not Elliot Solo. It's Costas he's speaking to. Darwin as well, it looks like. It looked like in that situation, it was Sipka Hulshoff speaking to Costas, and then Darwin signalled for some tape or something like that. Oof. PSG with the ball in the centre circle now. Dembele comes deep, pick up possession. Diogo steps in and wins the ball back. Well done, Diogo. Salah. Szoboszlai wastes the ball. Tries to play it behind to Diaz, but he's never going to get there. Oh, and we're up to 49 minutes. No, there were no substitutions, mate, at half-time. No substitutions at half-time. Again, the Liverpool bench is Yaros, Kelleher, Endo, Darwin, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Costas, McConnell, Kwanzaa and Leone. Right, PSG again now. Dembele goes past a Liverpool player. Tries a shot which is high, wide and not very handsome, thankfully. Goes past McAllister and then tries to take it on himself from about 25 yards. And it's well over Alisson Becker's crossbar. This time Virgil goes short with the goal kick to Andy Robertson. Back to Virgil, who then goes long. Out looking for Salah. Salah controls it. Goes to Trent. And then again, it's just a fucking hoofed ball over the top into the corners. Which will be coming straight back at us. It's nuts. Craig Mack is suspended for the second leg if he gets a yellow. Makes sense why he isn't tackling much. Yeah, it's not just him. Who are the other ones? There's a few players who are... There we go. Kanade, Robbo, Maka and Harvey Elliott are all one booking away from a suspension. Well done. Well done, Gravenberch. Gravenberch and Trent there dealing with Kavica Kvaratskhelia, who was looking to get in between the two of them. Ball into the channel now to Jota, who's up against Pacho, but if there's one thing Diogo Jota isn't blessed with, it's pace. And Pacho wins that battle. Lads, I feel sick, honestly. I feel physically sick. Look at that space between the lines now for Kvaratskhelia. He goes out left side to Barcola. Liverpool just about defend the situation, but we can't really even get out here. PSG have it back again. See that out. Well done. Goal kick. Oh, maybe we were lucky to get a goal kick. Maybe it did have a double ricochet, but either way, goal kick given. John said, should Liverpool be pressing? Yes, of course. But the problem seems to be that when we have the ball, we're playing it upfield, and look at that, it's coming straight back at us. We've no way of pinning them back in or even keeping them off us. It's just like every time we get the ball, we're panicking going long, and it's coming straight back at us. It's like watching one of our games in reverse here. Oh, another stupid free kick given away, this time by Jota in a shootable position. This time it'll be favouring the right footer because it's just towards the left of our penalty area. Oh, just so needless from Diogo. Just can't help but stick a leg in and then brings down Kvaratskhelia. Right, Liverpool have their wall set up. Kvaratskhelia is eyeing this one up by the looks of it. Alisson set, wall set. This makes me nervous, lads. Here comes the free kick. Oh. Flies across the front of Alisson Becker's goal, but Ali has his angles just right. Covers his post and it goes just wide, but it gets a touch on it as well, so it's a corner. Good save, Alisson. Well done, Ali, again. Did exactly what he had to do. And there's Jota once again, running into blind alleys. Fuck's sake. I don't even want to ask the question who's going to be our man of the match, lads, because the answer is Alisson Becker no matter what else happens. Another important touch there from Alisson in that free kick save. What a man. Kvaratskhelia now. Inside to Barcola. PSG tried to switch it out to Dembele, who wins a corner or a throw-in. I can't tell which one it is, playing it off Andy Robertson. It is a corner which they take quickly. Hakimi, again, they pull it back to the edge of the penalty area. Ball back out to Dembele wide right. His cross in. Alisson comes and gets a very strong hand on it. Well done, Alisson. He got some distance on that for getting one hand on it. And there's Jota once again, stinking up the foot. No, it's Diaz stinking it up this time. Fuck off, lads. Our forwards have been absolutely pants. Just no holding up of the ball. No buying a moment or two for the defence. Just constantly running into blind alleys and giving the ball back. Look at that, Trent. No balls. He stands there and gets pushed off the ball, shouldered off it by Hakimi, and just stands there like a little porcelain doll, doing nothing. Fuck off. Kvaratskhelia strike saved by Alisson. Lads, that's shocking. That is spineless from Trent. Stands there and just lets himself get out muscled. And then tries to moan at the ref. And then, thankfully, Alisson's there again to make the save. Jota now can just about hold pace with a 70-year-old Marquinhos. Robertson, back to Virgil. Gravenberch, out left to Robertson. Virgil, again, tries a diagonal. PSG win the first and second ball. And then Diaz does what he's done all night, which is just give away stupid, cheap, free kicks. Fucking. As we're living on the edge here. Szoboszlai now. He falls over but manages to keep possession. It's with Diaz now. Inside to McAllister. Slips it through to Diogo. To Salah. Szoboszlai. Now back to Mac. Oh, lads, we're running into each other. Getting in each other's way now. The fucking first time we get into a decent position. And the lads are running across each other's paths, getting in the way. Honest to God. It's like Keystone Cop stuff out here. Gio said he's lost for words. Fuck me. Dembele cuts inside. Strike. Canade gets ahead on it. Back to Kvaratskhelia. Virgil, Diaz, who lets the ball hit him on the ankles rather than step over it. Wake up. Szoboszlai, Diaz. Back inside to Maka, Szoboszlai. Maka, between the lines to Jota. Trent, out to Salah. Salah now. That's awful! He just runs straight into the PSG defender and gives him the ball. For the love of God. Sorry, it was this one I meant to bring up. Alisson is incredible. Incredible, Whitehammer, mate. No words. Every one of our forwards today has done zip. Nothing. Giving away possession. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Got credit to PSG and all, but we are so far off it. This is one of the worst performances I've seen this season, said Jay's Mighty Red Army. It's shocking how toothless we've been in attack. I don't know what more Arne needs to see here before he looks at his bench, but he needs to do something because this is only going one way. Barcola. Good defending, Trent. Well done, Trent. Good defending, fella. Gravenberch now. Looks to carry the ball through midfield. Goes out left side to Luis Diaz. Diaz, he's isolated there, look. Back inside now to Gravenberch. Tries to slip it through to Jota, but not on the same wavelength. Ranveer, thank you, sir, for your super chat, mate. Appreciate you. I wouldn't mind a bit of KFC now, to be honest, bro. 60 minutes on the clock, still scoreless in Paris, but God only knows how. We've only completed 146 passes in this second half. Is it? It has to be in the second half. Because our stat shows 196, so... Right, chat, what are you saying? What would you do if you were on a slot right now? PSG again with Kvaratskhelia this time. Well done, Trent. Well done, Trent. Good defending, fella, and puts it behind for a corner. Overdue shithousery result. Surely this is 0-0, said Izzy. I hope so, Izzy. I'd take it now. Well done, Trent. That was good defending. Credit where it's due. That was good defending, Trent. Chiesa, Endo, people are saying. Endo and Darwin. Let me just deal with the corner here. Ball in. And it's another corner here to PSG. Darwin's coming on anyway. He's stripped off and ready to go. So Darwin will definitely be coming on. Another corner. This time it's whipped in. Oh, well done, Dominic Szoboszlai. It looked like that could have crept in at the near post. Alisson was on his way. I don't know. Ooh. Oh, lads, heart and mouth stuff. Corner whipped in again. Third one in quick succession. Strike over Alisson's bar. Oh, come on, boys. Hakimi leaning back. Goes and blazes a high. Curtis Jones is coming on as well. So Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones getting ready to come on. Never mind the subs. Feels like we need... Well, I can't read that out, mate, to be honest with you. Can't read that last word out, mate. Kevin Real said, I'd happily take a 0-0 to Anfield. Oh, so would I, but I'd still be nervous. You know, because if we play out like this at Anfield, we'd be in trouble as well. But well done, Robbo. Diogo to Diaz. Turns in field. Now it should open up for you. Now, here's a chance, boys. Come on, we've got numbers forward. Drive forward. Drive forward. Salah. That's awful, Mo. Awful. He gets the ball and he just dinks it into an area where no one's running. And it goes straight through to Donnarumma. Another absolute piss take of an attack. We had a 3-on-3 and then a 3-on-4 against. But we still had enough options. And we make a mess of it yet again. PSG was playing around here in front of us. Liverpool have everybody back in the final third. PSG still finding space to find passes between the lines there. Barcola, Kvaratskhelia. Again, very good defending by Trent. He's dispossessed though, but to stop Barcola through there. You know, people talk about Trent's defending. Well, I can give you 3 examples of great one-on-one defending here from Trent tonight. Hakimi. PSG are doing to us what we do to other teams. It's like the Russians against Rocky. They really are. It's been a tough watch. Again, Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. It's all PSG. Dembele now. Good challenge on him. From Robertson, it's a corner again to PSG. Oh, maybe it shouldn't have been. Here comes the changes anyway. First from Paris Saint-Germain. Doué about to come on to replace Barcola. So Doué on, Barcola off for PSG. Liverpool look like, are we holding off until we defend this corner, making the changes? Yeah, we're going to try to defend this corner first. Dembele with the cross in, cleared away at the near post by Robertson. Hakimi has it now. Vitinha. Step forward. Kanade makes the block. Surely we make the changes now. Yes, here come the changes. Diogo Jota coming off to be replaced by Darwin. And Diaz coming off to be replaced by Jones. Good. So Darwin on and Jones on. Jota and Diaz off. Come on, boys. Apparently Barcelona have gone 1-0 up. Excuse me, 1-2 up. I was going to say 1-0 up according to the chat. Dembele now again. Cuts inside. Oh, ghost past Robertson. And Robertson. Ball played across the front. Trent defends it well. Fucking hell. Dembele turned the lads inside out again there, but Trent defending well at the far post. Oh my Jesus. Well done, Trent again. Look at that. That was too easy. Alisson gets a hand on it. Oh, lads, this is heart and mouth stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ. Backs to the wall, this. Another PSG corner. Kvaratskhelia out of the box to Vitinha. Hakimi now. Fabian Ruiz down the line. Ball crossed in. Again, thankfully, Liverpool body's there to clear it, but it'll be coming straight back at us. Hakimi now. Vitinha. Corbyn said leave it a 0-0 and be happy. Absolutely, mate. I'd bite your hand off at this point. Trent again gets a block in. Salah now. Back to Trent, who was no choice but to just clear it long, and it'll be coming straight back at us again. Shmunga said Ali, man of the match. Absolutely, mate. I don't think that's in any doubt whatsoever. Still PSG on the attack. Hakimi. Ball back. Dembele tries another shot, which thankfully for us goes high and wide. I haven't seen many 0-0 batterings in football, but this has been one of them. Johnny, you're really doing my fucking head in. Like, you're making out like you're some type of fucking genius, mate. It's still 0-0 and the tie isn't over. Do I need to remind you it's a two-legged tie? So save all the, oh, I was right or anything else until the tie's over. It's still 0-0 at the minute. But, again, if you're not got anything positive to contribute now, other than, I told you, look at me, I'm brilliant. I know everything. Everybody was wrong. I was right. I wank over PSG. They're fucking brilliant. It's doing my head in, mate. Honestly, just give it a rest. $20 to go. Thierry Henry said PSG will hammer Liverpool. Well, he's not been right, has he? We've played as poor as I've seen this season, and they still haven't scored yet. So if we even get out of here with one, I'll be happy, because we cannot be much worse than this. And PSG are now shooting from distance. So, yeah. Merson said we would lose. Merson always says we're going to lose. Do you know what I mean? Look, you all seem really preoccupied with what other people think. I don't give a damn what any of them think. All that matters is what's the scoreline at the end of 180 minutes. And we have our home leg to come. This is their chance to put some goals on the board and take a lead to Anfield. And if they don't take a lead to Anfield, I certainly don't see how anybody's going to feel overly confident that we don't get something from Anfield. So, yeah, I'm going to keep backing the lads. As bad as it's been, and it has been, I'm not giving up. And I'm fed up of seeing other people giving up. Donnarumma down here with a collision with Marquinhos and Darwin Núñez. It was a foul, no arguments about that. VI Joker said PSG know they need a lead coming to Anfield. Yeah, of course. You know, the home side will always want to try and take a lead going away from home in the second leg, and so far they haven't. Now, they deserve a lead, don't get me wrong. They've been by far the better team. But if we can hang on in here and take 0-0 to Anfield, we can't be much worse at home. I mean, the crowd wouldn't let us play like this at home. But you also have to give credit to PSG. You've played really, really, really well. And certainly are showing what this game means to them. They're trying and playing really well. I want to give credit to our opponents, but I'm just not giving in like some other people. And I see it all the time in our chat. If we're not winning after 10 minutes, some people are moaning. It's a two-legged game. Let's see what happens at the end of it. Right, boys, come on. 16 to go, plus stoppage time. Was somebody saying there was a few more red cards around? Was there one in the Leverkusen game or something? Come on, boys. Again, PSG still in possession. Inside the Liverpool half, the Reds have everybody back behind the ball at the minute. PSG again going to try and attack, and it'll be a free kick. Jones looks baffled, but he left the leg out. That's a foul, Curtis. You can't be really complaining about that. Oh, it's more defending to do. Right, free kick. Right hand side, kind of in between the 18-yard box and the end of the pitch. They take it short. They get a shot away and Alisson saves. Was never really going to trouble Alisson that shot, but he got his body behind it yet again and did what he had to do. Apparently it's someone saying 3-0 to Bayern. Come on, boys. Dig in. Aye, aye. Robertson, back to Alisson, who has to clear it long with the outside of his foot, but only as far as a PSG player again. Robbo wins the second ball. Gravenberch now. Out wide right. Oh, fucking hell. Even that we can't get right. It's been an absolutely nothing game, this, from our boys in attack anyway. Well done. Gravenberch. Salah. Infield to Szoboszlai. Virgil. PSG pressing us from the front now as we try to play out. Robertson. Ball infield to Szoboszlai. Fucking... Just tries a bit of a roll of his leg and gives the ball away, and now PSG attacking again. That's just not good enough, Dom. That's not good enough. He'd done all the hard work and then gives it back to them. Fuck me. Vitinha now. Alisson makes another save. Offside flag goes up, does it? Yes, offside flag goes up. Free kick, Liverpool. Oh my God. There's not been many teams that have done this to us, lads. There has not been many that have ripped us apart like this. And the fact that we're still 0-0 in this game is a miracle. It's been an impressive display from PSG, but God, we're lucky to be still in this. Kvaratskhelia coming off, as well as another PSG player, and Gonzalo Ramos and Zaire Emery coming on. Sean said, hardest team we faced all season. 100% agree. Without a shadow of a doubt. The team that have impressed... Endo's coming on as well. They've definitely been the team that impressed me the most, watching them against them. They've been really, really good. Gravenberch coming off to be replaced by Endo. So Gravenberch off, Endo on. Just under 12 minutes to go. Virgil steps across and puts it out of play. Come on, boys. Keep digging in. Marquinhos. Are you actually an idiot, Adam? Are you an idiot? Plymouth put us to the sword. Yep, losing with a fucking penalty, genius, is putting us to the sword. Try harder. There's no us when you're saying Plymouth put us, because you're clearly baiting. They won by a penalty. Do I need to remind you of that? Fucking asshole. Oh, Alisson. What a man. What a man. Oh, my days. I thought that was it. I thought they'd found the breakthrough, and somehow Alisson comes across again and gets a bit... Oh, what a save. What a save, big man. Mohammed said, if only your forward play was better, we would have at least 1 or 2 goals on the break. Well, there's certainly been chances on the break, and maybe more opens up as the clock ticks along. Nope, we can't start this counter again as we overhit another pass. That was an incredible save from Alisson. Oh my God, the extension he got. Unbelievable. Absolutely phenomenal. This is Alisson having his Courtois for Real Madrid against us moment. Absolutely incredible. And again, he's there, keeping his eye on the ball. Brilliant. Kevin said Alisson could save the Titanic. I wouldn't bet against it, mate. I wouldn't bet against it. He's been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Major Zero said, I'm going to have a heart attack one of these days. This has been one of the most difficult watches as a Liverpool fan in a long time. But still hanging in there. Robertson. Soboslai. Look at this again. For the love of God, wake up. That's a foul. That's a foul. Endo's cleaned out, you fucking donkey. Here. Look at this. Endo gets cleaned out late by João Neves as he gets to the ball first. Fucking arsehole. Wilson said Alisson hero. 100% agree, my man. He's been brilliant. Absolutely amazing tonight. Right, again. PSG running at that Liverpool defence. It's Trent and Endo back there. Canade steps in to be the extra man and win the ball. Salah now. Are you taking the piss, Mo? Is he actually taking the piss? He looks at the ball at his feet, sees the white line, and then lets it roll over it. Looking at it. Like, looking at it. Fucking hell. Oh, well done, Soboslai. Well done. The ref doesn't blow for the free kick, but you stop playing and give the ball away. Oh my days, lads. This is pathetic. Hakimi. PSG still looking to find a way through the lines and pick the lock. Will said this is why we can't get rid of Alisson. Oh, mate, I don't think you'll find anyone to disagree with you there, my friend. Aaron, I'll get to your super chat in 1 second, mate. Vitinha has a strike. It's blocked. I genuinely don't think we've had the ball for more than 10 seconds at a time. Worst performance of the season by far, said Aaron. And look, mate, I do agree with you, but we also do have to give credit to our opponent, because they've been sensational. Dembele. Cross in. Oh my God, he's there again, Alisson. Oh my days. Does Alisson have go-go gadget arms or something? Right, we have a chance to counter. Square it to Darwin. No! That's shit! That's unacceptable, Mo! You absolute clown! Come on! How do you not... Darwin's bursting a gut through the middle, and all Mo has to do is play the ball into 20 yards of space and let Darwin run into it, and he passes it straight to the PSG man again. I mean, that's diabolical. That is diabolical. That is absolutely unacceptable. What a save again, though, from Alisson. Unbelievable. Look at that. What a man. Liz said, need some AA love for Ian at 1 PM tomorrow for his budget hearing. Hope it goes well from Liz. He always plays a blinder at them, and we wish that he gets the outcome that he wants. So do let us know, Liz, and thank you again. Lads, I know we've had not a lot to work with today, but when we have had opportunities like that breakaway where Salah had a straightforward ball through, it's just not been good enough. Awful. Harvey Elliott coming on for Salah, and I don't blame Arne. I don't blame him. Salah's coming off, Elliott's coming on. Just under 5 to go. Jones in midfield. Darwin wins us a throw in. Well done, boys. Robertson back to Jones. Ben. Oh. Darwin squares it. Hit it. Hit it. Goal! Elliott 1-0. Gets in. Harvey Elliott off the bench. 1-0. Whoop whoop. It's robbery. Ha ha. Robbery. 1-0. I've stopped the clock and everything, lads. It's what? 1-0. Come on. Robbery. Robbery. Ha ha. Whoop whoop. Harvey Elliott, you little dancer. Oh, lads. Robbery. Onside as well. Darwin squares it out with the assist to Elliott. Opens up his body, hits it, and Donnarumma can't get a strong enough hand on it. And it's 1-0. Oh, yes, Harvey Elliott. Off the bench and scores. Go on, son. Oh, red panty night. Go on. I'll sort out the clock in a second, by the way. It's 87. Sorry, clock 2 seconds off. I'll pause it for 2 seconds. Oh, lads, this is robbery, but I'll take it. Oh, fucking hell. Well done, Darwin, by the way, in the build-up play. Let's give the big man his credit as well, because he fought for it, won the ball, and squared it off. Missed the game at work. Has it been bad? Oh, yeah. We've been second best all night. Henderson, I love this. I'm going to leave this up for a while. Where are you, Johnny, huh? Well, in Henderson. Do keep hitting that subscribe button, you legends. Come on, let's keep going. Oh, lads, this is robbery, but I'll take it. Keep defending. Well done, Allison. Again, strong hands. Mohammed said, thank goodness that Darwin kept calm. Yep, he was brilliant. Won the ball, battled twice, won the second ball, laid it off, and then it's a good finish from Elliott, but Donnarumma should have saved that, lads. If you're that goalkeeper and he's your keeper, you're unhappy that he hasn't got a stronger hand on that. But I'm a Liverpool fan, so I don't give a fuck. Another one from Wes said, Slot did what Klopp was often too afraid to do in a game like this. He took off Salah to bring on fresh legs. Yep, and it instantly paid off. I mean, it wasn't, but you know what I mean? Oh, lads. 5 minutes added on by the referee, by the way. 5 minutes. Super chat just for Newlon. I'm hanging off to see if we win the game. Do you know what? I don't want to... We bring Newlon on for a dance for the rest of the half. Why not? Go on. He's there. You've earned it. You super chatted from... Nice. We're the team with a smash and grab, said TOTT2KZ1. That will shut Paul Merson up. Absolute melt, said Martin. Donut's probably right. Don't disagree with you, my man. Ash said, robbery in Paris. Gotta love it. Living in Alice in Wonderland. Oh, I love that one, mate. Well in. Liverpool in possession in the opposition half now. Jones has it. I'm going to go through a few more quick super chats so we don't miss them. VI Joker said Darwin late goals again. Well, it was a Darwin assist, but I will absolutely take that. Nick said unbelievable. Jones has been incredible. WFM. Jack Nichol said Núñez normally shoots but laid it off to Elliott. We still have some defending to do here. Yes, Endo. Yes, Endo. Heads it back to Alisson. Yes, Endo. Ben Palmer said, to be honest, I never knew PSG were this good. Right now, their front three is so fast. But anyways, it's red panty night. Brian Connolly said, best keeper in the world. I'm all right, mate, but I don't know if I'm the best. You know what I mean, Brian? No, I'm getting all cocky now like we're winning. He's been brilliant, Brian. He's been brilliant. And without Alisson tonight, there's no way we're even in this game, to be honest with you. My feed was cut out. It was Harvey's first touch. I believe it was his first touch, yeah. I mean, it was squared off to him when he hit it first time, but I don't think he had another touch. Soboslai now. Liverpool just trying to keep the ball here and run down the clock a bit. Endo, yes. Endomania running wild all over Paris. What you gonna do when Endomania runs wild on you, brother? Ali man of the match for the next 5 games after tonight, said Monkstown Glass. Yep. If you're a manager and you're Arne Slot and you make that change, my God, you couldn't hope for a better impact than that. PSG still attacking, and Ali's there yet again, like the big, beautiful hero that he is. Absolute legend. Oh, safest hands in the world. Newland's not even tired. Look at him. He's twirling around. He's having a say. Ruthless said, my Lucky Salah jersey wins it for us again. Yeah. 1 minute of stoppage time to go. Well, keep wearing it, Ruthless, mate. Keep wearing it. Jason Sun said, come on, you Reds. Harvey's shown Slot he is an option. And thank you, mate, for your comment and for your 10-month membership as well, Jason. Yeah, hopefully that will at least give Arne something to think about. PSG still having a run at us, though. Endo, being a big Endo legend, stepping across and getting the block in. Whoa. Don't know what that noise was, but whoa. Keith said, Alisson deserved 10 out of 10 for the match ratings. Don't worry, bro. That's not in doubt. Right, boys. Keep going. Yes, Alisson. He has it again. 15 seconds plus whatever the ref adds on left. I don't understand that message, so yeah. Alisson could save Man United's season. Yeah, he could even. I would back Alisson to keep a clean sheet at Old Trafford and run around with the bucket. It's all over. The ref has blown the whistle and somehow we leave Paris with a win. It is all over. Somehow we leave Paris with the win in what is a stone cold robbery, but I'm here for every goddamn second of it. Get in. Come on. 1-0. Somehow Liverpool get the job done. Somehow we leave Paris with a clean sheet and a 1-goal lead to take back to Anfield. We know who we have to thank for that. Alisson Becker in the main. Darwin Núñez and Elliott as well. Massive impact substitutes. Wow. how on earth are we going back with a lead? You know what I mean? Football is a mad, mad game. And we've been on the other end of that so many times where we have deserved to win and didn't get it. Tonight, we got the smash and grab. And Paris Saint-Germain are going to wonder how on earth they don't take a lead back to Anfield. It was a backs to the wall performance with not much in the way of positivity going forward until right at the very end, where we soaked up everything PSG had to throw at us and somehow came away with a win. Jack Ball Johnson, thank you, mate, for gifting 10 memberships. Khalil, my friend, said team rating 9 out of 10. All squad 1 out of 10. Allison 89 out of 10. He's amazing, Khalil, my friend, amazing. Ben Palmer said, mate, I'm about to bust. Well, make sure you have a tissue or a sock or something ready. Crispy Dipper said, I want to be cuddled by Alison's beautiful hands. Look, Alison can, if he wants to come and have me missus, I'll make the bed and ask him what he wants for his breakfast. You know, that's how appreciative I am to Alison. I'll call him daddy. How are you, Izzy? Said, finest of shithousery we were waiting for. Eddie Cox Wilkins said, how well did Darwin do? He did brilliant. And we don't get the goal without his battling qualities. While we have over 9,000 people in the chat, ladies and gents, a quick reminder. We are live at the Hot Water Comedy Club in Liverpool for our end of season party. We hope to see you guys there. You can get your tickets with the link in the description. It's priced at just 20 quid plus booking fee, and it's an all ages event. An Anfield Agenda reunion show with myself, Chris, Connor, Steve and Jack. And we look forward to celebrating at least the league title and who knows what else. My God. I am in shock. I'm genuinely in shock here. Like, how did we leave there with a win? Word on the street is Paris police are ready to arrest Harvey Elliott for a vicious smash and grab. Ahmed said, allez, allez, allez. Yep. Allez, allez, allez indeed. But let's be honest. Alisson Becker single-handedly kept us in that tie. You know what? Before I go to my match reaction and all, I want to just say one thing. Trent has come in for a lot of criticism from me and many fans recently. But hand on heart tonight, I thought he played really, really well. Centre backs as well. We'll talk about it in more detail in the match reaction. Rival fans back under the rocks, said Nick. Didinho said, watching the Klopp documentary, Harvey's a future legend. And ESG Soccer said, Ali, 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 get in big man. Thank you all so much. We're going to be back with our match reaction in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Thank you again to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. A quick reminder, you can check out the Beard and Balls bundle, because our boys have a big pair of them, and get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our code Anfield20. That's 20% off and free shipping store-wide with the code Anfield20, or scan the QR code in the bottom corner. Don't not show up to the match reaction, because we're going to ask you to vote for your man of the match, as if there needs to be. We're going to be asking you to submit your player ratings as well, that we will use in our player ratings video. So don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to celebrate this robbery, and it was a robbery. We'll talk to you in 60 seconds. Much love. Bye-bye.